So I will start by scrolling to the top of my notes. I will start by welcoming folks to our tabletop RPG stream called Monsters Ain't Real, where we use a modified D&D 5e rule set to enjoy some good old-fashioned RPG fun set in a high fantasy universe. To anyone new, all the old episodes are up on the YouTubes, but that doesn't mean that you can't just hang out and enjoy this session. Now we can hit the recap. And last time, you guys were in hell, and you were sold to the ruler of Phlegethos, Belial the Great and Terrible. You were greeted at the door to Belial's palace by a floating skull named Cypher Denicht, who showed you to the Great Dark Lord. You also met Fierna, Belial's daughter, and after telling a few half-truths and agreeing to serve Belial, you journeyed around his, I don't know why I put journey. You toured around his massive castle, and you heard some strange whispers from the ghost-like wraiths known as Watchers, suggesting that perhaps that all was not well in the palace.
What the fuck did I just hear?
Listen, words are a real struggle for me, man. It's a real challenge. Now this, and I literally sent Venalis a DM about this because I was so impressed. I put together a rather complicated story of what the fuck was going on between Belial and Fierna and Glazia and Asmodeus and Phlegethos and Malbolge and all that stuff. And like halfway through the episode, Galdric fucking beautiful minds this shit and puts together the whole fucking story all at once. I remember I sat there, I pushed my chair back, and I had this big grin on my face. I was like, what the fuck is happening, man? Holy shit. So for anyone who missed it, and because Galdric couldn't keep all the names straight because there's a lot of fucking names, I will explain the story that Galdric put together, and you'll see just how he fucking nailed it. But when you put all the names in, it gets a little bit confusing, so I understand if you get a little bit lost. The story I had put together was one where Fierna was indeed looking to take over the throne from Belial, but that is not a simple process when you're at the level of archdevils. So she had been working with Glazia, who's the leader of Malbolge, which is the 6th level of hell, to get the Coin Legion, which is a set of soul coin counterfeiters that are based out of Malbolge, to trick Belial into making a bad purchase. Belial sold a bunch of souls for a bunch of counterfeit coins, which caused him to need to liquidate all the souls on Phlegethos to make up for this massive deficit that they had in like coin worth. And since there were no more incoming souls, this suddenly made Phlegethos look very weak. This was done because Glazia, the leader of Malbolge, is Asmodeus' daughter, and Asmodeus rules all the 9 hells. This put Belial in bad favor with Asmodeus for the bad deal, and put Fierna in good favor due to working with Glazia and due to this clever trickery she used. And that fucking Galdric put that completely together, and I couldn't fucking believe it, because I thought that was pretty complicated.
Nailed it.
And I would also agree. I would not have fucking Sherlock Holmes that.
Right?
Got it in one.
I actually got it in one, which I was like, I had some fucking Game of Thrones shit going on there, and you fucking pulled the whole thing apart. So
I'm a professional gamer.
Yeah, fucking apparently, man. God gamer. Because I actually had a lot of stuff written. So you guys then agreed to sign a contract with Fierna where you would send 100 souls back down to her within a calendar year, and in exchange she gave you your bodies back, sent you back to the prime material plane, and agreed to a favor as long as it was something she would be interested in. And when you guys landed on the prime material plane at the stones in Renna, where you had been sent to hell in the first place, you saw a familiar face, Vincent Locke, the barkeep from the bar with Lou too, and he was waiting for you when you arrived. And I just do want to note, I had assumed you guys weren't going to put that together. I did not count on fucking Galdrick, fucking conspiracy board, fucking putting it all together, and going in 100% on Fierna from minute one, not even hearing what Belial's plan was, because Belial had another, and I'll tell you about it just because it's a story that you're not going to get to play, and it would have been neat. Belial suspected the Coin Legion play, and he was going to have you go to Malbolge. I had the whole world built and described. You were going to infiltrate the Coin Legion. I had a whole thing for infiltrating the Coin Legion and getting your membership. And you guys were going to introduce defects into the coins so that they could be spotted, therefore bringing disfavor to Glazia, making Fierna's and Glazia's relationship not look so good, and reaffirming Belial's seat on the throne.
Oh, man.
I had a huge I had the entire world of Malbolge ready, and all the ways that you could introduce defects into the coin. I had so much shit ready, but fucking Galdrick's just like, I figured it out. We got to go with Fierna.
Drew a line right through the maze. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, sign it with Fierna. I was like, holy fuck, man.
When a blind squirrel finds a nut.
It was so good. Anyways, with that out of the way, we're actually going to basically return to the story of how Vincent Locke arrived at the Stones to meet you guys there. So we take a ride on the narrative camera. We begin at a goodbye. It is a farewell of 1,000 years and more. One man is stepping through a green portal, while the other is refusing to let go of his hand. Inside the chamber of Lu Tu's bar. The farewell between Vincent Locke and Lu Tu, these men who've spent more time together than most history books have records of ages. It's a love that most can't understand. Two people who've spent so long together, cared so deeply for each other, that they're barely even two people anymore. These two men who've spent millennia sharing a singular goal of saving the universe by destroying it. And from this moment, we rewind. We see Kirby, Orinda, and Tom arriving at the bar. Kirby immediately begins crying. Between his heaving sobs, he's spluttering out that his friends need Lou and Locke's help. After Locke gets a cold apple juice for Kirby and has him sit down, Orinda and Tom explain that apparently the party in the green ink is going to need some assistance. Things have gone sideways and they need a way to get back home. A day and a night passes. The five of them go over every possible solution on how to check in on the party and lend them assistance. Every plan has such high risk, such high probability for failure, that only one remains. Someone is going to have to go in after them and help them come back. They sit at the bar discussing who will go. Lu Tu simply can't. He knows more about what is at stake, what is required to fulfill the plan, more about the nature of magic and Prime Ink than anyone else. Everyone is expendable compared to him. Kirby throws himself at the chance to help his friends. It takes an hour of everyone else explaining how Kirby is simply not prepared. He doesn't know much about magic or weaving, and his gun and piloting skills won't do much to help. But they don't tell him just how much they think he wouldn't survive. Tom offers himself. As the calligraphers have gone silent in the wake of the vanquishing of the Erish Kagol, he has time and skill to spare. And this is considered but ultimately turned down, as Tom has a bumpy history with the party, and if Tom ends up not having magic on the other side, then he will be at a severe disadvantage. Orinda offers herself, stating that if her psychic powers carry over, she would be the most useful to go. But the strongest argument against her is that due to the nature of her existence, no one knows if the magic that made her would hold if she stepped through the portal, and it couldn't be risked that if she was selected and passed through the portal, that she might just immediately vanish. With everyone else being unable to go, the decision was apparent. The only member of the team with the knowledge, experience, and skill with both arcane and mundane combat was Vincent Locke. Sure, he would lose his powers when he stepped through the portal, but with his lifetimes of experience, he could surely train up quickly in the new world. But Lou's heart broke the instant the decision was obvious. No one even had to say it. It was just the only plan left. Both knowing that there was no other way, Lou and Locke immediately went to work on preparing Locke's travel kit, going over the plan, which was simple. Find the party, help them get the key, use the key to make a portal back to the bar, and if the key was lost, use the Prime Ink coin. If the coin was lost and the key was lost, then the quest was lost. And we return to the moment. The portal to the green ink barely opened by the overwhelming magic of Prime Ink coins. Vincent Locke stepping through, holding Lou's hand. Both of them looking into each other's eyes, saying a silent goodbye that would only be cheapened by words. Locke passes through and lands on the other side of the portal as it closes behind him, in the forest of a new ink. For the first time in thousands of years, he is now weak and very mortal. The grief and loss would have to wait their turn. Right now, the only thing that matters is the mission, the quest, the party. And he would find them. As he sets out, the camera fades to black. And then it fades back into the current campaign. Locke, having waited at the stones for weeks, finally to be rewarded by the party being teleported back in and seeing him. And that's where we come back in. You guys materialize in your bodies at the stones, and in front of you is a person who you don't recognize immediately, but after not more than 10 seconds, you recognize them as Locke in their new body from the bar. Locke, you got here by asking around to what happened to the party members, and it took you weeks to find out what they looked like in their new bodies, where they went, what happened, and where their gear was taken after they died. And eventually you determined that when Pale Knight was released, she sent the party to one of the levels of the 9 hells, and you just had to wait for them to come back. You know how important and how powerful they are, so you were sure they would make it. You just didn't realize how long it would take them. But to be sure you would see them when they got back, you waited here every day since you learned that. And now finally they have returned. So, Locke, why don't you describe a little bit of what you look like when they materialize and they look at you? What do they see?
I'm still trying to gather myself from that intro. I hate you so much.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I have a little bit of a quick little thing before you describe it where you can gather yourself. Remember to use your points to redeem for the Soma playthrough if you have points available. Drop as many as you can. That'd be really great. I'm just trying to help out my buddy. Okay, he needs a second to collect. Okay, Tech, can I talk? I'm sure to contribute as many points as you can to the Soma playthrough challenge. All right, thank you.
You know what? That helped. That helped quite a bit. You know, I'm good to go. Yeah. Thank you. So Locke is standing there fairly tall, like he was in the bar. Like, and in the bar, he's like this handsome, pretty boy. But in this world, he seems like he's seen some shit. Like, he has stubble. He's holding 3 very heavy cloaks. His armor looks like this weird mix of arcane and archer armor. Kind of out of place even for this world. And a wide-brimmed, short middle hat. And he looks at the party and says, "Lords, lady, welcome back."
Slump has been staring at him this whole time with his like brow sort of furrowed, just staring at him. And then I think Slump would like walk forward after Locke introduces himself and goes, "Oh, Slump knows the Mr. Man." And Slump would like walk over and put a hand on his shoulder and look at the rest of the party and go, "Remember, it's Tom." Hi, Tom.
Hi.
You look different.
Hi, Lord Slump.
Hi.
Oh,
It's
God.
Luck, right? It's Luck.
Goldrick immediately looks like a little scared. He thinks this is just a trick, that Slump is going to eat the person because he actually hasn't seen a human in so long.
I think Locke offers these heavy cloaks. It's like, we're expecting snow soon. You might want to put these on being naked and all.
Oh my god. Oh,
I'm
Thank
standing
you.
there, full Superman proud status with Barbie dolled everything.
get some of the risk out of it, yeah.
Where's Lord Jake?
Who?
I thought
Oh,
Wait,
Jake.
Who?
he went by Yake here.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, it's Yake.
Oh, yeah, he's sleeping?
Oh, fuck, did we leave Jake behind?
No.
Oh,
Teeny
He
Talk told
went,
Slump that he's sleeping. He's been sleeping for a few months, though, but hopefully he wakes up sometime soon. Well, he's probably going to be around
right!
real
I
quick.
remember.
Ooh.
I remember, and I say, oh, he went to a farm!
He went to a farm. He went to the Yake farm.
I'm like waving my hands frantically at Tom, and I'm like, hey, shut the fuck up! Whenever Slump's like looking at him.
He went to the farm where all the other Yakes live.
Oh,
Look, we can talk more about this farm later if you're interested.
yeah, let's get you all inside. Apparently, Goldrick owns a house I've kind of prepped for you all.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
great. You don't remember?
What the fuck?
I own a house?
You own a house?
The city records say you own a house.
Mhm.
What do you mean I own a house?
What do you mean he owns a house?
I'll take you to it. Here, come on, let's go.
So we've been here once before, right? And this was Jake's house?
Well,
This was Jake's house that he stole of mine.
it was Jake's house that when asked who lives here, he said Goldrick.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, he basically got a house in your name and then never told you about it.
Classic.
Yeah, and you guys head south through Rena. It's becoming evening at this point, so there's not too many people out in the streets. And you make your way through these streets that you haven't walked in months now. And you enter the house that you've been there once before. And it looks quite different now. It looks quite different now, though. Locke, why don't you give me a little bit of flavor of what you did in the house?
It looks way more homey. Like the smell of cooked food, a warm fire. Rooms are actually furnished now. Like it looks like someone lives here, and it feels really warm and welcoming.
Mr. Teeny Tot, you actually cleaned up after yourself. This used to be such a shit pit.
Okay, well,
Wow, it used to be such a fucking dump. Now look at it.
okay, well, it wasn't
God,
my...
it wasn't ever a shithole before. Now it looks great.
That's because I was dressing
Man,
it
was
for
a fucking
you!
mess, you oh.
Locke, it's wonderful in here.
Had to pull a few favors with a few people that I just got to know, but got there.
Well, we're saving the world, so they'll owe us all, eventually.
Mrs. Lou Dog,
Yeah.
can you explain what the deal is? Now that we're back up here and Slump remembers the taste of donuts, Slump doesn't remember what the Asmo Dog wants us to do.
Oh, like with the contract we signed?
Yeah.
Wrong
I guess
one.
Right, Fierna.
Yeah.
Signed it with Fierna. I
Yeah.
have one question, Locke. Do you know much about archdevils? Or actually Galdrick too? Do either of you know much about them? I'm wondering if they can hear us if we just talk.
You
I look at the DM.
Yeah. I would feel that Locke, you might know a little bit, but although your time here hasn't been spent doing that too much, Galdrick, you know a little bit more about the holy and the anti-holy here, and no, archdevils can't just hear you. They're not like Voloses.
Don't say his name. No, we're fine. We're okay.
Oh, okay. Well, so we were in hell, right? And we had to do anything really that we could to get out. So we kind of made a deal that we signed, a contract of sorts, wherein we need to provide
I'm holding
a
up a
certain
piece
number
of
of
paper
souls.
and I'm like, hey, can you sign this for me real quick?
No, you don't. You don't need to sign it. It's fine. You don't do the sign.
Hear the
Oh,
other
already
side
signed.
below. Admit to servitude of what?
That's all fine,
that's
friend.
not the
Don't
right
worry
one.
about that. It's nothing. Yeah. Whoops, that's the wrong one.
Speaking of
You.
which, I want to hold it and just step outside for half a second. Speaking of which, I need to go find Gerby.
Tell him it's a coupon for candy.
Oh my god.
Jeez, Louise.
He's an orphan. He can't read.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So dark.
That's one.
Man. Yeah, so I'm concerned about that for sure. But I figured, we'll just go back to the white ink and then we won't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Just someone
Spin the
else's
propellers. Oh,
No?
you what?
problem. I said we'll just make it someone else's problem and then leave.
You said contract
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and sign here. So why are you passing out contracts coming out of hell?
Well, to get
I
our
guess it's
That was
my
the only
bodies.
way we could get out.
Yeah. We had to. It's kind of like a pyramid scheme sort of thing, I guess, in a way. We
Yeah, if
had
you sign up
to
with
get
us.
our own bodies.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then we just have to sign up 10 friends, and they sign up 10 friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have
boy.
100 souls for Fierna, and then we can be square. Yeah, I don't feel great about it.
And I know
there were
what
a
you're
lot of
thinking.
contracts. Oh.
Yeah, I know what he's thinking. He's like, oh my god, that's so bad. But they also threw in this chicken. It's really good.
It was not worth it. He's the only one who got the chicken. It was not worth it.
That's true. Yeah, the rest of us didn't get shit.
Nothing
It's
at
so
all.
good though.
It's weird that you came back with the chicken but no clothes. I don't know.
They offered me chicken or clothes. I took the chicken.
Oh, that's fair. That's a good call.
Slump would make that deal 10 times out
Yeah.
of 10.
This is a lot to process.
I like to think I'm just
Okay.
handing Slump the chicken bones, but none of the meat.
Slump is literally eating them like fucking potato chips.
Oh my god.
Every now and then he'll cough, and then he'll cough even harder, and some blood will come out as a bone gets stuck in his fucking throat, and then he'll just sort of cough, and his eyes will water a little bit, and he'll just keep eating.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ.
You're like Kevin from The Office when he starts choking, but he's like, oh, no, I'm fine.
Give me a minute.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Yeah, so it's not a good contract, but we did sign it.
Okay.
It was either that or, get squidged. That's a whole
Yeah.
other, that's a squidge story.
Squidge.
Squidge. Yeah, when
It's a
you're
squidge.
doing fine and then you're squidged like that.
Eternal
Squidge of a
torment.
different color.
Eternal torment, screaming, pain, suffering.
No
All you
return from
know
it.
is fear and
Mhm.
awfulness and despair for eternity.
Gotcha. Okay.
That
Perfect. All right. Well,
Why the fuck are you here?
Why the fuck are you here?
Why the fuck are you
Yeah.
here? It's good
Why
to see you
the fuck
again.
are you here?
Can I get
Where's-
a daiquiri?
all I got here in red. Trust me, I've tried. All I got here is rum and whiskey. So,
Oh,
Feel
that's
free.
you could do, yeah.
but
Wasn't just ass. I want an apple teeny.
me too. Trust me on that. But the white ink sends their regards. Kirby found
Oh.
the bar.
What?
Apparently, he had a communication with Galdrick in the noodle
Oh
shop.
yeah.
Did we
And,
know that? I don't remember.
Is that?
Is that new information for the rest of the party? I don't remember.
That I've been communicating with
With Kirby?
I think I told you guys.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it was like every night for like months.
Yeah, we
so I figure.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you guys
that's
know
fair.
about that.
I'm sorry, Lockhart.
That's fine. So Gerby somehow found the bar, and Tom and Arenda were with him, and they explained the situation that was going on here with whatever was said in the noodle shop. So, this was the best option to assist you, to send one of us over. We tried sending a coin to assist, but we didn't know if it even got to you. So, oh yeah, speaking of which, all of your gear is back in the rooms upstairs, so feel free to make sure I got everything.
Oh, thank you.
Oh shit, we're back in this room. Can I try to test like if I have my weapon? I just realized. Can I be like, see if I have my fucking glaive in my hand?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as soon as you think of it, it's just like boom, it's fucking there.
I could have used you so much to shove up blind smagger flonkers. I'm like convinced I got the name right.
What the fuck was that?
It was the name of the guy.
Oh, okay. Slump's real proud. Real proud.
I
You're doing
go-
real good.
I go, anyway, Tom, please continue.
Lock, but okay.
I know.
Idiot. He didn't know your name. Slump did, though.
Yep. So, I guess to catch you up on what happened here, sounds like you've all been missing for about 6-7 weeks,
Oh, wow.
since you last disappeared.
Has it felt like 6,
You
7
were-
weeks?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
solo-wise, it probably feels
I was
like a
gonna say-
billion years.
I was under the impression that it's some fucking Lion Witch in the wardrobe shit where it actually feels like it's been like fucking 200 years. We barely remember what we even look like in this fucking world.
It's more like the passage of time is 1-to-1. So like a day there is a day here. It just
Okay.
feels really, really bad. Like your soul was actively withering at a massively accelerated rate for being in Phlegethos. So it feels worse, but the passage, like you could count the days and you'd be like, oh yeah, that was about 7 weeks.
So it feels like the year 2020. Got it.
Yeah, fucking exactly.
Do we feel do we feel totally restored, or do we feel a little lingering squitching?
I'm physically, you guys feel completely restored, but I don't think any amount of anything can restore the feeling of having lived in hell for 7 weeks.
Yeah, fair enough.
Gosh. Well, thank you for coming. Who's manning the bar? Is Lou 2 back at the bar?
Lou, Kirby, Arenda, and Tom are back at the bar, but not before we reinforce the bar to allow me to come over here.
Oh, good. Well, thank you for coming. Oh,
So, I guess a few updates. Just fill you in what's been going on here. You were all buried with honors, or you've been given honorary titles, so you are Lord and Lady.
oh, I thought you were just being
Oh, that's
nice.
great.
Okay,
We should die
cool.
more often.
Well, that's fine.
That's awesome.
And
I got
the-
ready to throw my glaive at Slump.
Slump wants another title.
You're gonna become a baron.
And the reason you were given those titles is that because of your noble sacrifice, the three kingdoms are actually at relative peace, including the Free City.
Wow.
Well, but there has been an issue that has me of some concern with above.
Oh, what?
Are there
I thought
assholes being
Robin
assholes?
was-
Stupid
Yeah, what's going
motherfuckers.
on?
Well, anyone that goes into above never comes out.
Oh, that's just how it normally is.
Yeah, that sounds like it mostly.
Wait. Is that the magic
But-
place?
Yeah, with the fog.
Oh, fuck.
The
Okay.
Wait, is that
issue-
right? Is that wrong?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the eastern province with the fog.
The other issue is that there were scout reports of Jared Kane taking his personal army. I don't know what they're called offhand.
Malum Gold.
into- Right. They went into the fog as well. And no one's heard peep since that's happened.
Oh, that's
Hmm.
weird.
That's not great. Have you heard from Ramadan out in above?
Ramadan, I think last I talked to her, she was still here in Arena.
Oh, okay.
Not much of a city to go back to at this point.
Oh, yeah.
But I think she's just taking care of her people here, essentially the refugees here in Rena, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Oh gosh. Have you heard? So do you know, you're up to speed with how we died, and to what?
We didn't die. I'm like a pride thing. We didn't die. We tactically retreated to
We
hell.
technically retreated. It was a tactical withdrawal.
Tactically evacuated our bodies.
Yeah.
Yes.
It took some interpretation between Ramadan and the Iron Maidens, but
they are cool.
kind of pieced it together. Tell me about it. Oh,
I'm gonna
We
bang
should
the
find-
leader.
Okay,
what?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck.
It's a
I
good
guess
goal.
I can't do that
I
anymore.
get
I'm
it.
still just wearing the coat and Barbie doll. I'm like, fuck.
Other than that, Ula is a cleric in the
God.
tower's now a
Oh, my
church
fucking
to
God.
saloon.
Oh yeah. Just as like a regular person, she doesn't have her whole key power anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, and Rysco is just head over heels for you all. He's back in Izo. He's back in
Oh
Izo.
god.
But I'd be happy to try to fill any blanks or answer any questions you got. We can compare notes, see what you've learned compared to what I've learned.
Oh yeah. So I'm looking. I'm like giving him a look where like I'm worried I'm about to get judged. I need about 100 assholes, like really bad people, worst of the worst.
I think
Above?
he looks at him and he goes, and the moment he says above, he nods like that would be it. Literally, there are people near the Free City saying that known murderers and known thieves have wandered into above, and they just don't come back out.
Okay.
Wait,
okay.
sorry. It's like the murderers and thieves are being drawn to above.
I don't know if they're being drawn. I just know that people have just witnessed these people with spectacular reputations go to above.
That's very interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Very. Slump, shut up!
What? Okay, fine.
I know what you're doing. I'm gonna take my dish into my kitchen because I know where it is.
It is your house, so that makes
It
sense.
is your house, literally.
Top cap.
This thing is huge.
Come back a room. Top cabinet, third on the right.
He almost had it. You did
Yeah.
great. Doing good. Uh-oh.
No, you gotta come back towards us. You keep going deeper.
Over here.
No, back further, a little more.
So,
I just put the dishes in the closet. I'll let someone else take care of that.
Oh well.
Mr. Lockdogger, do you know the deal that we signed with the Fierna?
I know the minor details that Lady Lewis shared. but
yeah, Slump definitely knows those too, so we should say them again just for fun. Just for fun. Slump totally remembers what all of them are, so we just do it again for fun.
Okay, pretty much, Slump. You know those people that we would usually justify you to eat?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what we're gonna need to do, you're gonna love this. Holy shit, I just put 2 and 2 together on this. Slump, you know those people that you would eat because they're just the worst?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna make them sign this first. Okay? They have to sign it. And what they're signing is a permission slip to get eaten by you. And then after they sign it, you get to eat them. Because that'll send their soul to hell.
Yay!
My God.
Yay!
So I need you to
hell.
I need you to
Send
eat
them all to
100.
hell.
I need you to eat 100 people. But only who we say.
Oh.
But just
Well,
look at
wants to pick a... Okay, so we gotta eat 100 people. Okay, what else?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
That's it. We just have to eat
That's
100 full.
easy.
That's it. That's it, right? I look at Lou like I'm not missing anything. That's it, right? That was pretty much it.
Let me see. I'm just gonna look at the piece of paper here. Yeah, we gotta do that. And if we don't do that, then things are gonna oh yeah, we're not allowed to talk to the Coin Legion. We have a 1-year deadline, and we can't sign any new contracts with Belial, which is sort of a moot. It's not an issue.
Right. Oh shit! Oh fuck! We've already broken the contract.
Oh yeah, because no one can know the name. Hey, Locke, you gotta keep a secret. You gotta be real good at keeping a secret.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you just said.
I put another chicken bone in the Slump's throat, and I say, so we signed a contract with the devil, but we're not allowed to tell you who. It's in the contract.
Is he okay?
He's fine. I put another one in.
We said a lot of names, and not all of them were correct. So it was kind of obfuscating who I really was with.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
I think we're safe. I think we're definitely safe.
It's okay. I think
we're
it's all right.
definitely. I think we're
it
definitely
would hold
safe.
up in hell
Definitely
court.
not a problem. Yep.
Here's my question.
Uh-huh.
How did you all die? The details on that are very fuzzy.
Oh, this bitch named... Wait, hold on. Thinks about the contract. Yeah, this bitch named Pale Knight was all like... and I make like this really stupid ass face. I make a slump face. And
that looks like Slump.
yeah.
I've heard the name Pale Knight, but what is Pale Knight?
Oh, the worst is what. It's like a demon, but like a demon that demons are afraid of. It's like a before time existed sort of demon, kind of.
Slump's not gonna lie. Slump
Ultimate
remembers
evil?
you saying that you were gonna be our backup, and Slump really can't capitulate the degree to which you saying you don't know what that is a disappointment. Really, for us to have to break this news to you is really a bummer. Man.
Well, I've never heard of a name for them.
Oh, man.
okay. Well,
okay.
it's called a... looks at the DM because I can never remember names of things.
Oberith.
It's an Oberith.
Okay, this next question is going to be really important then.
Okay.
okay.
If you ask me what an Oberith is, I'm going to punch Slump in the throat.
No, what?
What is a... Oh, no, I'm not going to...
That's right there.
My next question is, did this thing show up at a massive ritual or something like a crown weave or anything with a large expenditure of ink?
I point at where the stones are.
Yeah.
Because there's like a window. We're like close to it, right?
Yeah, you're very close. Yep.
Yeah, I point out the window where the stones are. Right there. Like literally right there. Like right there.
We were doing so good, Locke. You would have been so proud of us.
so
We got.
proud. We
You
were
would have
doing
been
so
We were doing
good.
so good. We got
Yeah.
all of the leaders.
Yeah.
All of the. Did you know the key was split into multiple people? Here?
Multiple people. It was
Yeah.
so hard.
It was so
We were
complicated.
figuring
It was
out,
really hard.
How do we find all these
Oh,
people?
no.
Exactly. We
And then at the
finally
end of,
gathered
like-
them all together.
At the end of all their hype, and I say,
no.
then we died.
And then we fucking died.
We really died really hard.
I think as you guys are saying all this stuff to him, you see Locke like slowly like pull up a chair and sink into it and go pale.
Oh no.
Like,
Yeah, the lady looked a lot
no.
like that. The lady looked exactly like that. The Boberith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so we're trying to combine this all back into the original key, who is a man named Zeladran. And like it was working, but then as he started to kind of manifest, that's when the Pale Knight kind of took over. But then when we were fighting the Pale Knight, after, well, we couldn't really do any damage, but the Iron Maidens were excellent, and they did a bunch. And at a certain health, point, Zellenran started to surface again. So they're both kind of in this being, fighting for who gets to be in control, I think.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, so I have a theory.
Okay.
Do you remember back when you were first at the bar where me and Lou kind of gave the warning of the bigger magic you cast, the bigger a target you paint on yourself?
Oh, is that what would come after you?
Short answer, yes. They primarily live in this plane. And I think he grabs a cup of water. It's just like, oh man.
What do you think brought him here in the first place then?
They have. My knowledge is limited, but I do know.
Uh-huh.
They've been around since before existence existed.
Right.
They are incredibly oh my goodness, they are incredibly patient.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the moment something powerful enough or important enough shows up that can advance their agenda, they will take that opportunity. The ritual.
Shit.
So, what tells me, especially with the stones over there, my theory is that the stones share essentially kind of the same existence as these Oberonth. And if those stones are used for breaking things apart, that means they must have been created by something as powerful or infused by something as powerful as a planar key or the Oberonth. But my knowledge isn't complete. I would need more ways to research it and investigate it without dying.
That's the trick. Yeah, we need more. And well, there's a. Have you met Torlif, the lore master here? Lore master, lore keeper, library guy.
You mean the overglorified librarian? Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. Does he know? He might know.
Fuck, what is he? He doesn't know shit.
Hey.
Fuck
Thank
him,
you.
Fucking idiot.
Hey, whoa,
He
hey,
knows shit.
no.
Fuck that fucking idiot.
Jeez.
I
What
like
if we ask? I know. We could ask a god. We could pray.
He's a
their knowledge
historian
is
at
also
best.
limited.
I feel that he's a historian at best, but they removed him from the library just so that they could work. But I went to him. He said he knew everything. He didn't know everything. So I went to the leaders instead. I had to go to the sources. But, maybe he does know something. I don't know.
Probably not.
I guess Ramadan is the one who's so into learning stuff. We could go talk to her again. I know you've already talked to her, but yeah.
Well, you guys have more information than I do at this point, so might be worth a shot.
I don't know how. We've been in hell for the last 2 months.
True.
It's so long to be in hell.
It's a long time.
Well, I've only been here about 5 weeks trying to find out where you've been.
5 weeks? That sucks. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It was the only way.
Oh no, I
weeks
feel
in
so
this nice
fucking
little
horrible
town.
for you.
Oh, wow.
It's like we were
That must have been
burning in
so
hell.
tough. Burning
Oh,
in
my
literal hellfire and doing the fucking menial tasks of
I
demons while you
could.
had to sit up
Yeah,
here.
but I
and
actually
sit
meant it,
there.
though. You guys are being
Oh.
mean.
So what I'm hearing is that I should just put all the magic items back into the ground where I found them. You guys insist. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay.
Please just slow
All right.
down.
So, did you still want this thing?
Yeah, please, yes.
Okay. What about this glaive? Pickaxe?
Don't touch that. Don't touch Antaeus. He's very emotional. He has separation anxiety. He doesn't understand.
Okay.
So then what do we do? What do you think? Tell us a good plan that is guaranteed to succeed right now.
What was the... So your goal in coming here was to get us back on track? To help us?
As any way that we need to get this planar key out of here.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to confront the Pale Knight again, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't love that.
Oh, I love that.
Maybe we could find out more about the magic that was being used in Abab or from Ramadan?
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good idea.
I mean, I
Well,
guess. I thought we were going to go fight Pale Knight again.
well,
I think we
find
gotta
Pale Knight,
prep first. We gotta prep.
and also we have to find Pale Knight.
Gotta find
Yeah,
him.
that's right. Has there been any? Maybe maybe we should talk to the leaders. Yeah, because has there been any signs or any other attacks that you know of?
It has been 100% peaceful, and that
Yeah.
actually makes me worried.
Why would that be exactly? Yeah. Well, maybe it's to do with everyone going into above. Something is gathering. Well, I think we should rest, probably, and then maybe talk to the leaders
Laurologist.
first. Maybe talk to.
Oh.
You think the laurologist first?
No,
We
that's
could do that.
okay.
Let's do laurologist for sure. I do want to talk to the laurologist very badly.
You said the leaders like Ula and all them?
Yeah, well, mainly Ramadan, but also I think maybe Ula.
No, what the
She
fuck
might
is
know.
she gonna do?
I know, but she was a cleric, Sure.
We already got her input without even needing to see her.
So you talked to her already, I see, yeah.
I actually like her. I don't know why. I mean, she was like torturing people, I'm pretty sure. But you know,
Other than he
Other than
sacrifices,
that.
she was squidging people without being a demon.
Gosh, oh boy.
Ooh.
I mean,
She
am I
was
wrong or
squidging.
am I right? Am I right or am I wrong?
No, you're pretty right. You're pretty. No,
right.
you're pretty right. You're pretty right.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, well, so then you're thinking that we should talk to the laologist, or we should talk to the leaders, and we're just deciding what order.
Yeah. Also, I want to talk to the Iron Maidens. Also, we should check in on Raisko and see how he's doing.
Gee, anything else?
Well, also, we should probably make a plan for the souls. But I guess we're just going to Abab for that.
Also,
What about the what about the voice of I'm gonna say this really quietly, but what about the voice of tomorrow? Have you heard anything about that horrible cult?
Oh, speaking of which, what the fuck, Locke?
go
What?
on.
Why the fuck is... Do we have... Fuck, I don't know. Schmolos
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
is here.
What?
Here!
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Okay, where is he?
No,
No, not like here right now.
Get a laser to transport over. That's amazing. All our
Oh.
stuff turned into like weird arrows.
Ever since the bar fight, there was, he disappeared. He disappeared from the White Plane. We couldn't
He's
track
here.
him. We couldn't find him. He's gone.
Well, he was here, doing all sorts of nasty stuff, but then since Pale Knight showed up, he's kind of hidden away. I think he's scared. It's pretty good.
Oh, Big Bad Overth shows up
Yeah.
and he decides to hide,
Right.
huh?
Fraidy cat, follow those fraidy cat.
Maybe
Alright.
if we befriend Pale Knight, right?
Mm.
Get
There's-
her on our
that's
side.
That's
There, that's
They
That's
could
not
be a
gonna
little
fucking
party
happen.
member.
that's not going to
Punch
happen.
balls in the
No,
face.
it's probably
Fellas.
just completely
No.
no.
Doesn't make any
No,
sense.
it's
Kind of a dumb face.
Okay.
it's-
Well,
Fucking
alright.
idiot.
hey.
What? Slump
Whoa.
was just thinking out loud. That's all. Okay. Well.
Yeah, so we should look up. Oh yeah, but I was thinking we could use the cult members as initial contract signers, maybe. Even though I do feel sort of bad about it, but not totally bad because they did try and kill us like a bunch of times.
I mean, you got to come up with a plan to sell that, though. You got to sell some snake oil for them to sign on.
That's
They're
true.
already devoted to a cause.
Maybe this is because he's been, but their leader has, kind of vacated, abandoned them.
Well, do we know for sure that they've been abandoned, or are they just keeping quiet?
You're right. No, we don't know that at all. That's true. We should probably do some fact finding first before we go saying stuff.
Any more questions? He looks around the room.
DM, what time of day is it?
It's getting to be evening time now. You guys have kind of talked for an hour or two, and it's the evening is kind of set in. The sun has gone down.
Well, maybe we should just sort of recoup, enjoy not being on fire, and our souls not disintegrating, and maybe in the morning start doing some questioning.
Yeah, that sounds good to Slump.
Well, there's tea, alcohol, food. Help yourself.
Hey.
Oh, and
any people faces?
Nope.
Any people faces?
No, not yet. We'll get them
Any
soon.
people faces for Slump first?
Oh my god!
Like the skin from a turkey.
They all went.
Don't need the skull, just the face parts.
Wow.
Put a little salt.
I hate that.
They all ran
What?
to above.
Crispy.
They're all in above. Yep.
All right, fine. Keep your secrets.
Right now they're curing in the smoke over there.
All right.
Okay.
I think Slump would. I think Slump would go to bed.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if this would be allowed, but given my class, can I augment their gear at all?
Yeah, I think you can. Your class is so brand new to me. I'm gonna kind of rely on you to uphold the code of honor with what you kind of can and kind of can't do, because Artificer seems insanely strong to me. Do you have any idea what kind of enhancements you can do? Is it just like plus to rolls, or is it like new
Basically.
abilities? It's plus to rolls kind of thing?
Yeah. So like you choose a certain amount from a list, and it's not like you can make everything under the sun, but you can basically give magical properties or make magical items in like a day versus weeks. So
okay.
So I can give like since we're like above level 10, I can give a +2 to attack and damage, or +2 to armor.
Hey.
+2 to
That's
attack
awesome.
and
Now we're
+2
talking.
to attack and damage.
Fuck yeah, dude.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? That is
Yep.
an insane
Let's
class. Okay.
That's such a perfect class for Locke. Nice one. Good choice.
Yeah, no, it's super fucking cool. Artificers are bananas. I am surprised that they are as strong as they are. When I was kind of drafting this up on D&D Beyond, I was like, holy fuck. This class is crazy. I want to see like a party of all artificers just fucking roll through a campaign one day.
That'd be cool.
So you
Project
can do
Runway and Dragons.
Yeah, exactly. So you can do 1 item per day.
I can do 5 items per day.
Holy fucking
Yeah,
shit!
per day.
Oh
Per
my
day,
god. Okay, all right. So everybody gets a fucking item. I guess maybe everybody say the kind of enhancement you would like on what piece of gear, and note it down in your frickin' character sheets.
Man.
Why don't we start with you, Galdrick? What kind of enhancement would you like from Locke?
I can give you a list real quick here. Once it loads.
It's a big list.
Okay, how about you talk amongst yourselves while I fill this?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Fuck. What would I want?
Yeah, what kind of enhancement would you want? Like combat, non-combat.
I know exactly what I would want, but I don't want it to ruin the meme. I would want something to help out my stealth rolls.
Okay, so here we go. Enhanced
Nothing's
weapon.
gonna help out my stealth rolls.
I can do enhanced weapon, enhanced defense, radiant weapon, resistant armor, enhanced arcane focus, boots of the winding path, repeating shot, gem of seeing, amulet of health, and ring of mind shield.
What's Ring of Mind Shield?
Immediately go into that. Yeah, what is that?
Ring of mind shield's like no one can read your surface thoughts or what you're thinking at the moment. So if someone tries to read your mind or try to, gauge or try to get an advantage by like probing your mind, it just doesn't work.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Yeah, I'll take that.
You want that?
Yeah, I want that.
Okay. So you have a ring of mind shielding.
My God.
Literally, I just touch a mundane item and it becomes magic. So done.
Wow. That's
Dude,
pretty sick.
Artificers are bananas. Lou, what do you want?
Well, now I just want that. I heard Gem of Seeing, and that seemed to fit. So that gives you True Sight for some time. Well, we can always double up. Is it going to be totally cheating if we get more than one thing over a course of days and stuff?
It follows the rules of attunement in D&D.
Oh, okay.
So, but the thing is, if Locke dies, your items are like gone for 4
Don't
days.
die, first of all, for other reasons.
It takes 4 days. It's like after he dies, it takes 4 days after.
Okay, yeah. So, but I totally know the rules of attunement for D&D. But if I did it for chat,
Well,
you can explain. Is it that only one for
chat?
Well, it's Techsmith's campaign, so it'd be up to him.
That's true.
Technically.
Hey, DM, what does attunement mean?
I would basically abide by standard rules of attunement.
What is that?
I see. He's obfuscating.
It's a rule in D&D that makes it so that you don't make yourself broken by just slapping on a bunch of magical items. So you can, you can only have 3 magical items you can attune to, I believe. And if you're an artificer, after a certain level, you get 2 more on top of that for 5. I think. I don't know.
That sounds about right.
Looking at Roll20, yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was 3, but I didn't want to say if it was like 2. I didn't want to give you guys a free one, so I was quickly Googling it to make sure. Yeah, it is 3.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
So you guys could only ever get 3 of these things, anyways.
I could also enhance a weapon, but that counts as a magical item attunement.
Okay, nice.
You said you can enhance an item, but that counts as
one of the 3.
I see.
I would like to request a gem of seeing, please, Mr. Locke.
I need a gem.
Oh yeah, gem. How about
do I have a gem?
No.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I could. Here we go.
Hey, yeah.
And
it was in my pocket. It's covered in lint, but it's still a gem.
Well, now you'll just have True Seeing lint with the gem too. So, and boop, there you go.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
And Slump, you're next. What would you like?
So, Slump's stats are already pretty good. And
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, I've already got strength plus 10.
Good God.
So
Yeah.
I think what I would like to do,
Is more
rather,
strength. Yeah.
yeah, I'm thinking what I would like to do is, here's what I had this is what I was thinking, and you guys can decide if you agree with it narratively. I would like Slump to get an enchanted fanny pack, a leather fanny pack, and the only purpose of this fanny pack is to store his impossibolas. And the way that they would be enchanted is by giving him +2 to dexterity. What would happen is then I would have +3 dexterity and +3 charisma, and anytime I wanted to use the impossibolas, I'd have to roll both dexterity and charisma, and if both are above 10, then it's some like Techsmith, you'll have to just come up with some crazy fucking like insane fucking Jet Li and Hero style Impossibolas throw. Otherwise, it's some absolutely catastrophic failure.
I'm down with that. Yeah, I'm done.
Yes.
You fucking write that down.
I will, absolutely.
Okay,
Yep.
because I'm totally down with that, but I will forget that rule.
I'm gonna write it down right now.
Perfect.
What are you gonna make for yourself, Mr. Locke?
I'm already pretty well equipped.
Oh, that makes sense. That's fair. That makes sense.
But what about you, Lord Goldrick?
Wait, what?
Would you like anything?
Oh, I think you got the mind shield.
Yeah, you gave me the mind shield.
I'm sorry, it's been one of those days.
What have you been in hell all for the? I hate my life.
We suffered for weeks. We thought we were going to be there for infinity.
Yeah, it was nice.
We got pretty dark. Yeah, we got pretty despairing. Mm-hmm. Thank you for coming. Did we say thank you? Thank you again.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for cleaning my house.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
You need to understand, you're the new Jake. You're gonna get yelled at a lot.
I'll put up
Listen,
well, I'll put up a little bit more.
Idea how much I loved Corey and Trevor. I fucking loved Corey and Trevor. Okay, I loved them.
Oh yeah, Kevin.
Is it the
Kevin
morning
says
now?
hi.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Kevin! Yay! Hey, wait, is he still back? Is he being a good boy?
Yep, back in the
Okay.
barn.
He better. Slump's gonna yell at him. Okay, well, should we go see the lawologist? Or do you want to go see the leaders? I say lawologist first.
Okay, lawologist sounds good.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So you guys have your full night's rest. You wake up the next morning feeling good for the first time in months, where there isn't the existential horror of being slowly and not so slowly withered away in hell. And you guys get up. The town is bustling now. The happy sounds of people going about their business. And you guys make your way over to the lawologist's office. And apparently the word Galdrick's house is coming with you.
Hey, that's exciting.
Nice.
It's kind of like
man.
wherever you go, home is with you.
Aw,
Nice.
cute.
Home is where the heart is.
Home is where the heart is. Okay, now we have... Hey, was that this? Did I label it library? I sure did. That's weird. All right, so you guys are in here now. I'll just grab the little token for... Oh, God. Fuck. You guys walk down the streets. Everyone seems happy and smiling. Business is good for everyone here. You walk into the library. It's quite quiet in here. Some people practicing poetry or music and the such. And you go upstairs to the third floor, which is the lorologist's office, Torlif. You knock on the door, and Atom opens it slowly and just bursts out in happiness and excitement when she sees that you're not all dead. And Atom quickly ushers you over to the lorologist's desk.
Adam.
Atom.
Oh, Jesus.
Slum.
Adam. Adam.
Slum.
Slum Adam.
Slump turns around to the rest of the party, forgetting to stop speaking in Slumpisms, and just points to Adam's face, like puts his finger in the center of Adam's face and goes, "Friend."
I get out the contract ready to sign it myself.
How dare you? Don't even joke about that.
And Torlif looks up from all these books he's got. This kind of hunched over old man, knobbly knuckles and craggly old arms and neck, kind of scraggly long white beard. Kind of looks up. He's like, "Not dead, eh? That's weird."
No, we
Not today.
did. We did die.
No, we died.
We came back. We died just a little bit.
And you're
Got better.
undead now?
We got better.
Not even
Dead
death.
and now we're not deaded. We're undeaded now.
But not even death can contain us.
Not
That's
even
right.
death.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. What are you doing here? Don't you have to like do something
Well-
important, like save the world or something?
No, see
Well,
what
it's
happened
a
was
small matter, yeah.
we signed a contract.
Oh no! Could you sign this contract?
Nothing, nope.
Like, I'm just assuming Slump doesn't realize his mouth is covered, and I'm just agreeing. Yep. Yeah. So good. So good. Yep. Yep. And that sums it up. That's why we're looking to see if you have any catch up.
Slump is just looking like he's explained everything perfectly clear.
I see. That makes perfect sense. And is there anything else that someone else would like to tell me that's completely unrelated news?
In addition to what Slum said,
Yes.
do you know what? Well, now I'm worried, actually. Do you know how we died?
Big thing, big hubbub over at the Stones, and Ramadan was here apparently, and a bunch of mist. I don't know. It's a
Yeah,
big
sure,
smoke
sure.
monster.
Wait, you
are
don't
a
know?
really bad lorologist.
Right.
Well, nobody wants to talk about what happened.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
wait,
ask,
wait,
and
what?
I'm like, hey, what happened? Everyone's like, ooh, big spooky monster. They died. Oh, we're so sad. So I'm like, all right, screw it. I didn't like them anyways.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
what?
hey,
I'm-
whoa,
we're
hey.
right here.
No, I just had to
Now,
say that
reverse.
to act tough.
Oh, okay.
I missed you so desperately.
Oh, Slump
Oh, we
believes
missed
that
you too.
implicitly.
Yes.
Insight check.
No check needed. It's bullshit.
Can you determine why everyone's so happy?
Oh, that's just because all the bad people left.
Oh,
It is rad.
Yeah, they just got up and they left. They all went to, I don't know where. They're not here.
bye, wherever they went.
Yeah, I don't know where they went, but all the bad people left. All the good people are staying. And now everyone's doing pretty good.
Hey, now that we experienced scary things of dying and going to hell and stuff and coming
Whoa,
back
what's that?
and being okay.
Nothing.
Well, you know, just regular stuff when you die and then get resurrected.
Yeah.
Did you say you
I
went to
was wondering-
hell?
What?
Well, figuratively, you know, like it sucks to be dead.
Oh.
It's just ugh,
Yeah, no,
Oh,
we went to
wow.
hell.
Hold
It
up.
sucked.
You went to hell?
ugh.
Yeah.
It's just
Wow.
it's hell. It's
I mean,
lowercase.
hell's for bad people.
That's not how that works.
That hell's for the bad people who are
That's
bad.
not how. That's not
They
how
go to
that
hell.
works. It's not how
You
that
guys
works.
should
Not
leave.
how that works.
Let me.
Lilu's
All
Okay.
just
the
very
bad people
quiet and
leave the
looking and
town.
contemplating.
Okay, all right.
Feeling.
Listen, can I listen? Can I blow your fucking mind there? You little shit.
I dare you.
Okay.
Teach me one thing I don't already know.
Okay. Do you eat meat or are you vegetarian?
I try. Sometimes I have to get Atom to kind of pre-chew it for me,
Oh,
and then she kind of
Jesus
baby
Christ.
birds it into my mouth.
That's
Well,
fine. Okay, so what I'm saying is you understand how trapping works, right? You set out a rabbit trap and you catch the rabbit, and then from there you cook the rabbit.
Sure, I mean I don't do that. I'm not a barbarian, but
Okay,
I understand how they do it.
You understand?
Oh, yes.
I slap
I
him.
know. Ow!
Shut up!
I'm
Shut your mouth!
old, you
Shut your
could
fucking
kill
mouth!
me.
I've spent the last 5 fucking weeks in hell. No, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. We spent a long time in hell, and I ain't putting up with your fucking shit anymore.
Okay,
Titty Talk got mad at the angry little thumb man.
you shouldn't
So-
hit old people.
Shut up!
Ow!
So you know how there's you set rabbit traps, and then from there
Yes.
you get the rabbit,
Uh-huh.
and then now the rabbit's yours to do with as you please.
That's right.
Cook it, eat it, whatever. Cook it
Yeah.
in, put it in a stew,
Yeah.
right? Same thing with souls. Finders keepers.
Oh, I got you. You
Yeah.
set out a little soul trap. You catch yourself a soul and you put it in a stew.
Well, that's what happens when the fucking pale knight gets you. Is when she, we were closer to hell than we were to heaven when it happened.
I gotcha.
You get it?
No, that actually does make sense. You said pale knight?
Yeah.
Did it introduce itself?
No, it was just really pale.
We
Well,
just,
Reminded us
you
of
should
night.
just be
We
careful with names like that. There's old spooky legends about Pale Knight and Oberith and stuff like that. So
it was
sounds
that.
like.
What are the legends?
Yeah, tell us about that.
Tell us literally everything you know.
There's
100%
barely,
of your
there's
knowledge.
barely
Go
anything written.
download.
They're fake. That's why I'm saying you should be careful. You scare people when you say stuff. Like there's the old stories that say before there was anything, there was the Oberith, which were nothing, and then when there was stuff, the Oberith were still here, and they were pretty pissed about that.
Yeah, they're not fake, my man.
Well, which one of us is the loreologist? Trust me, they're fake. I've read all the books.
I raised my hand and say, which one of us has been to hell and back? Literally.
All right, okay. You've got a little bit. Oh, well, you spent 7 weeks in a very hot place, which no one can vouch for is actually hell, you big baby. Okay,
I slap him again.
Oh, hey, no, hey, listen, you barbarian, you absolute thug. There's no need to resort to violence, okay?
Did you just call me a thug?
Yes, you were beating an old man mercilessly. That sounds like a thug.
Well, the stupid ass old man deserved it.
Wow. Yeah. Well, listen, I'll tell you what. If you fought something who's super strong and it sent you to a very hot place, which you think is hell, then it sounds like you had a pretty bad time. But listen, the Pale Knight doesn't exist.
Okay.
It
You know
just
what,
doesn't
old man?
exist.
I am. You know what? I'm done. You know what? I'm done telling you shit. Because we have come up here and told you things, and you say, no, that's not possible. No, that's not possible. Who's you like? And you every fucking time you end up being wrong.
For a person who likes to learn, you're pretty close-minded.
Yeah,
Exactly.
seriously. What is
You
your
little fucking shit.
What is your decision-making matrix on how you decide to accept new information? It just sounds like you shut it all down.
If a smart person writes it down, then it's knowledge,
Oh,
okay?
smart
Otherwise, it's just a whole bunch of stories.
Hold on. Did we tell him about the sweepstakes he can enter?
Whoa, man. We got it.
I really want him to enter the sweepstakes right now.
No.
Yeah, so Slump was hoping that you might be able to sign off on his overdue books. Just need your signature right here.
I'm not
right
a
in that little spot
librarian. I'm a loreologist. I read
You're
all
in
the
the
books.
there. You fucking look like a librarian.
Wow.
You fucking look like one. So
No,
just
I read the
pretend,
books
all
and I take in all the information like a sponge.
I guess that's why you're not helpful, though.
right?
Yeah.
Oof.
Wow.
Oof.
For a couple of people
Shots
looking for
fired.
information, you sure are rude.
Can you
I wanna-
blame us? No, don't blame us.
I'm gonna write a book.
So what did you even want to learn? You just come in here telling me that the Pale Knight is here?
We would
Well,
like
we want-
all your books on the Pale Knight.
Oh, there's like one.
I would like that book.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah, no problem. There's not much in there. It's kind of just a folk story.
More than you know.
Well, I know it's a folk story
Well, how do you know that it's a folk story?
because I read it.
Folk stories are passed down, you know?
From
Is there a
generation to
particular...
generation.
Yeah, exactly. Is there a particular community that this folk story came from?
Nope, they're all dead.
Oh,
Oh.
sad.
How
Yeah.
did they all die mysteriously?
Oh, they wrote it like thousands of years ago. Very
Oh.
old book.
Oh,
They probably believed in dumb things like Oberith and died because of it.
All right, rude. Are there any, like, religions associated with this tale?
No, not really. Most people kind of avoid, very few people even know about Oberith at all. Not many people worship them because they're kind of unworshipful.
Sure.
I guess you get a crazy person because the Oberith are kind of to do with the void and non-existence and the destruction of everything that exists. So most people don't want to worship that. They also don't seek worshippers. I mean, if the tales are correct at all.
No, they're
Well-
more killing, yeah.
what else could we do to learn more? Is there anything else we can do aside from listening to you telling us that there's nothing more we can do?
Learn about the Oberith?
Yeah.
Probably not, really. There's not much you can really learn about them. They're kind of, I think they're made up, and some people disagree.
So let me get. Do you believe in demons at all?
Oh, yeah, of course. They live in hell. One of the 9 levels of hell, to be correct.
Oh my god.
Actually,
that was the most
actually, they live in one of the 9 hells.
God. Oh my god.
I'm gonna kill him.
But yeah, there's demons all over the place.
I'll
Well,
help.
is there anywhere else you can send us in a direction to someone else who might know more, or is we're purely relegated to a folklore story?
Yeah, I mean, basically, most people just gonna tell you it doesn't exist. It's a made-up thing that nobody's ever seen or heard of, that somebody talked about one time, and other people are like, oh, that sounds good, I'm sure that's real.
And you don't know of anyone in particular who's like fond of the story or tells it often in town?
Maybe Ula? She's pretty close with the gods.
That's interesting. Sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
It's probably true.
It just clicked for me that I'm back and I have my connections again. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, Laura.
I was thinking that too, yeah.
And I start calling the butler.
Yes, Mr. Goldrick.
So real quick, I haven't talked to him since before I went to hell, right?
That's correct.
Where the fuck have you been?
I was about to ask you the same thing. It's been what, almost 7 weeks since your last check-in. Goldrick, even for you, this is absolutely a breach of protocol. This is too long.
I want to use my wings, teleport to where he is, slap him, and teleport back.
Okay, yeah. Ow!
Stop!
Ow! What? Mr. Goldrick.
Then I go back home.
There's no need for that now. What?
I have been in hell with this entire party.
What were you doing in hell? You need like an army
Partying, man! Spring break!
No.
What the fuck you think?
You need an army. You're going to need an entire army to storm hell. Come on now. You've seen what happened when people go rogue down there and try to take it all out themselves.
Well, we did kill a couple. We actually killed a few lords, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh wow!
No.
What were their names?
Fuck if I can remember.
You know what? That's fair. They all have silly names like Blacks.
Yeah, that's all pretty.
Met him twice.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So listen, okay, so I'm gonna need you to like alert the guard. Okay, we might need some reinforcements.
In the greeting.
So of all the people, Butler should know about this, right? I'm gonna be like, it's Pale Knight's real, and she's here.
Oh,
take that upstairs.
Okay.
Take that upstairs.
Yes.
I need all the information we have on her in the next 24 hours.
Great. We'll be preparing an escape module for you, Goldrick. We'll recall you back. And we will be heading back for hibernation until this all just kind of blows over then.
No. Give me all the information. I'm not coming back till my mission's done.
Okay. No, that mission doesn't exist anymore. No problem. Hey, Master Goldrick, don't worry about that mission. Doesn't exist anymore. We will be canceling all future missions, and we will be. Listen, Master Goldrick, I've got a couple pieces of information I can tell you about the Oberth off the top of my head.
Okay, go ahead.
Number 1, cannot be destroyed.
Okay, go ahead.
Number 1, cannot be defeated, destroyed, killed, or even injured in any way, shape, or form. They can be distracted, or that's basically it. So we're just going to wait until they do whatever they're doing, and then we'll come back afterwards.
That's not... I'm half tempted to be like, all right, sounds good. Bye, guys, and just disappear.
Slump would be so devastated.
This is I will definitely alert the god, but this is going to be a close up shop and go hide kind of thing.
Well, that's not really much of an option. I still have a mission. Have I ever abandoned a mission before?
Well, there was that one time.
Okay, well, that wasn't my fault, okay? How was I supposed to know that his own council was going to turn on him?
Technically, I mean, a lot of people kind of saw it coming. He was kind of an ass.
I did incite it, to be fair.
Yes. Well, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I shall alert the guard, but I would expect that you won't get reinforcements. Really, we're probably going to be planning a contingency plan for just in case of the end.
Listen, I don't need reinforcements. Okay, I just need information.
I'll get as much as I can, but this is pretty bad news. I'm not going to lie, Goldrick. This is about.
How do you think I ended up in hell? It's
Wow.
because that bitch showed up and started fighting.
Wow. Well, I guess I was going to say, and you lived, but I guess
you should have seen
didn't.
it. I got a bunch of good hits in. It was close, man. Almost had her by myself.
Wow, if that's true, that's literally the most any angel has ever accomplished in the history of existence.
Well, I mean, it's me, so you know what I mean.
Of course. Yeah. I knew if any angel was going to do it, my angel would definitely be the one.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so listen. Give me as much information as you can because the guy. I want to say this like out loud. Give me as much information as you can because this guy down here is fucking useless and doesn't believe they exist.
Well, he's immortal, so how much could he really know anyways?
He is. That's very true.
Yes, I'll get you everything I can, Master Goldrick.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you. I hang up.
What was that last part? It sounded like you hung up in the middle of something.
He was talking about olives.
Oh, okay. Olives.
Sure, yeah, olives, yeah.
So what did you learn?
Nothing yet. He has to gather the information, but after telling him that it was Pale Knight, he immediately wanted to see if he could send us some reinforcements because he says we're gonna need it.
Oh, that's good.
Nice. That's nice of him.
Yeah.
What, like Betty? Is Betty coming?
Yeah. Well, Betty should already be here. Have you seen Betty?
She's in the tower.
Oh my
Okay, cool.
gosh. Right.
Hey,
As
that's
a
so fun.
As a living statue.
Wait, hang
Oh,
on.
hold on now. What was that last
What?
part? Wait.
I'm sorry.
What's a
Betty,
living statue also?
She looks like the most lifelike statue you ever did see.
That's weird.
Oh no.
Why?
Well, the Iron Maidens brought her back, and it looks like whatever you encountered permanently paralyzed her.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Jesus. Okay, come on, take me to her.
All right.
Yeah, maybe that's the next. Hey, do you mind if I quickly... this is my church. Do you mind if I just do a quick check-in while we're here?
I mean, I don't.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, thanks. You guys go ahead and yell at the guy. Okay.
Can I walk to where the Agma kind of station is?
Yeah, absolutely. It's on the second floor. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. Is it safe? I feel like it was not safe to pray a little while ago, and I don't remember why.
If it was, I don't remember why either.
Okay, well, it's probably fine.
It's probably fine then.
Okay, then I would like to pray to Agma.
Is this to ask questions or is this to receive like a blessing or something?
Oh, I want to ask about Pale Knight.
Yeah, absolutely. Then you can just pray to Agma. What kind of question would you like to ask? You have a very different relationship you have more of a mortal's relationship with gods than Galdrick, who is a divine being. So it's a little bit of it. It's not quite the same as a phone call.
I'd more like to just ask for guidance. Like, oh, Agma, please, direct our path correctly, and guide us. And yeah. Tell us what to do, oh Lord.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and roll plus wisdom.
We have stats again.
You have your stats again.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I had to look for my character sheet.
I bet,
Right?
man.
13.
Wow, my thing's not scrolled up. 13. Okay. With a 13, you pray for guidance. Like what should you do kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, what should you do about Pale Knight?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. You get back a single word. War.
Oh, that's really
War?
War.
cool. That's totally fine. Okay, I come back to the party and I go, guys,
Yeah, what's up?
what do you? I asked my god Ogma for guidance, and I just heard war. Like the only thing that really came to me was war.
Oh boy, so can Slump just make us just a itty bitty recommendation?
Please.
Slump thinks that before we do that, we should probably try to find the person who knows the most about Pale Knights humanly possible about Oberus. If war is what we need to do, we better make real sure that we know what we're doing.
I should say so. You know, one thing I would think is maybe Pale Knight is attracted to war. It's something we could think about. Use it as bait at some point. But I agree. I think really we're gonna have to fight. But yes, not yet. For heaven's sake, not yet. Okay. Did we want to go see? Thank you for letting me pray. Did you guys want to go see Betty?
Yeah, we gotta go see Betty.
Okay. Thanks for nothing. Cool. Bye.
No problem. Go read a book.
I do take the book though.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. So you guys head out into town and out towards the Tower of the Healing Hand, which no longer has its Baylor guards. It no longer has the kind of that feeling in your head when you approach it of like a nearby planar key. That's no longer there, and it's pretty easy to get inside and go up to the top of the tower. At the top of the tower, you do see the shard of Saloon, Luvia. You do see Ula, who no longer wears the giant golden crown and giant golden lit shoulders and all that stuff. She's wearing simple leathers and white cloth. Very much a very modest cleric of Saloon. You see her kind of giving a very quiet sermon to a couple followers. There's not beds. There's actually like seating and people, and where next to the statue, the little right there, next to the little obelisk to Saloon, you do see Betty frozen in stasis, in kind of recoiling horror.
Man, she looks like shit.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to her.
Yep.
And first thing I'm gonna try to do is, one, do I know this spell? Do I know this magic? Is this something I can use? Oh fuck, I haven't updated my sheet. The thing that paladins can do to remove conditions.
Yeah, so when you go up to this thing, when you go up to her so frozen, you place a hand on her, the feeling you get of the spell that is on her, I don't know that. Well, you've been around for a while. There's a chance you've seen it. Roll plus intelligence to see if you can recall what spell this is. It's not something that you've experienced very often, so it's kind of hard to recall. Okay, with a 12, this is, I believe it's the stasis spell, and only a wish can remove it.
A wish? Really?
Maybe it's not stasis. Yeah, it's a crazy high imprisonment, temporal stasis. That's what it is. Temporal stasis.
Jesus, only a fucking wish? That is nuts.
It's insanely strong. It is fucking bad news. It's basically you're condemned to an eternity of just staying as a statue. You're alive and you're conscious, but time no longer affects you as you are temporally frozen, and only a wish spell can remove it. It's bad fucking news.
Fuck. Okay. Well, one, we're fucked on that because we don't have a wizard, so we're not getting a wish spell any fucking time soon, and we don't have any bards. God damn it. Okay, I don't want to do it again, but I got to. Hey! Fuckhead!
Oh, how did you know that was what I was named? Yes?
Hey, did you even bother trying to look for Betty?
She's down there with you. I'm not her butler. I'm your butler.
Well, then you might want to go. You can hold this over the other butler then. She's, I forget. Did we establish that I can, like, let the butler see through my eyes or whatever?
Yeah, I think we established that he can.
I want to, like, establish that connection and be like, this is Betty.
Oh, she got frozen. I see.
Yeah, and I can't break this.
What do you mean you can't? It's just use freedom of movement or one of those paladin spells that you got when you transferred over to the zinc.
This isn't World of Warcraft. I don't have FOM on here.
Just use a freedom of movement potion. It's no problem. Pop it right before you grab the flag.
How do you think she can drink it? She's stoned.
Oh, that is the problem, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Well, wow, that's bad. Wait, what kind of? Oh, wait, hold on. Is that? Oh, that's temporal stasis.
Yep.
Oh, you need a wish?
Well, I don't need a wish. Her butler needs a wish.
I guess that's true. I mean, technically, we're all on the same team here, so we need a wish. Technically, he needs it, but all right. Well, I guess I'll tell. Okay, so I guess I'll just phone up Betty's butler and say, "Hey, Pale Knight's back. Also need a wish spell." Great. This is going to be just wonderful. Hey, do you want to do the phone call for me?
Sure.
Oh, that would just be so wonderful. He's just...
Yeah, no, that's great.
He might not be happy about it.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and connect me.
All right, I'm patching you through now. Hello?
You might want to reconnect me. They hung up.
That was the shortest conversation ever. What happened there?
I don't know. I think Mom picked up the line.
Well, all right. I'll patch you through again. Hello?
Hi.
This is weird.
Hi. Listen, this is Galdrick. How are you today?
Oh, Galdrick, why are you on the line?
Well, because Betty's in a temporal stasis at the moment.
How did that happen?
And the fact that you did not know that your angel was down here for 7 weeks like this is beyond me.
Well,
connect me to your manager right now.
You know who my manager is.
Connect me.
I can't connect you to the manager right now. This is I can't just patch you through. You know how busy they are.
Yeah, I know that. Okay, so listen, you're gonna need to fix this because I can't.
Could you? I mean, you can't use a wish. Could you just? What if you tried wishing without the spell?
Ooh, I wish that Betty, the inferior angel, was back to normal again.
Okay, well, that felt a little disingenuous, but I appreciate
that felt very genuine.
Well, I appreciate the effort. Okay, well, I guess I'll put together a building with a wish spell then, I guess. Oh my.
That'll work. You can borrow one of mine.
Oh, thank you. That I didn't think she would need any, so I didn't. But I guess you always seem to have so many extras stocked back there, huh? Do you need all of those?
Well, I have them in case my friends need them, and it appears that I was lucky, and now Betty will owe me one.
I guess you're right. Okay, I'll load up a building with the wishes. Should be ready in a little while.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for the heads up. Sorry, I dropped the ball.
I'll let everyone know. I'll let everybody know. I hang up. Okay, so there's going to be a very small Asian man that's going to show up here randomly and take care of this.
Oh, great.
What?
Wait, what do you mean take care?
I kind of like slide my finger across my throat.
Oh, jeez, no.
And then I transition it into like a praying for like a wish sort of thing, and I'm like, yeah. Sorry, my neck was itchy. They're gonna.
It's very misleading.
Sorry.
That's great though. Okay. I mean, hey. Awesome.
Yep.
Well,
that'll get taken care of.
That's one thing solved.
So what did we cover?
Don't worry about it. I look at Slump. You're good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Betty's gonna be just fine.
Betty's gonna be just fine.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. Don't worry about
All
it.
right. Okay.
Don't worry about it. You're good.
Okay.
You're good. You're so handsome. But I will say, it looks like you've gained some weight.
Well, oh.
No, you don't get it because we were ghosts and now we're human again.
This slump was nothing but a husk
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Got it.
I think as you guys are kind of having this conversation, Luvia, the angelic shard of Saloon, kind of looks over and she's like, oh my goodness. Is that Galdrick?
Hello?
You and Slump? How are you back? What happened?
Well, that's a long story.
It really is.
Well, I mean, I assume, yes, stuff happened. You're back now. What are you doing?
We'd love to talk to you about it. I'd love to also involve Ula, but I don't. Maybe all these congregation folk we should wait until they clear out. We don't want to, ears.
Oh yes, of course. I mean, we
can
can just call this sermon to. Ula's actually taken a vow of silence, so she won't be partaking in the conversation. But
oh, no.
she can still listen and feel like she's part of it.
Okay.
And Ula does usher everyone out, so you guys do have the room.
I looked at the party and gave it, I expressed with my eyes, asking if we're okay to just totally spell out what happened to us.
I kind of give her eyeballs, like don't say the contract name, and yeah, you're good.
Oh yeah.
Well, we did die, and we died to the being known as Pale Night, which is an Oberith. Have you heard of this?
What?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I startled you out of your vow.
No, it happens every now and then. Silence, Ula. We're being quiet now for God. Remember? We're being quiet because God wants it. That's okay. Thank you. Okay, so you said Pale Night?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very bad.
It's super bad.
You have a plan?
Well, I mean, the first time the Iron Maidens from the Free City were helping us, and they did a pretty good amount of damage, so maybe we could get their help again.
Wow, the Iron Maidens, they were able to help?
Yeah. We got some favor with them.
Wow, that's very impressive. Goodness. Is there anything we can do to help you?
Well, do you know anything, being celestial and stuff, do you know anything about the Pale Knight that might help us?
Well, only that it's pretty much the end, basically. I mean, it is whatever it is. Pale Knight kind of does whatever, all of the Oberth, they just do whatever they want to do. We just hope it doesn't involve us.
Is there a way to redirect their attention? Kind of point them at another world, even though that's mean, but is there?
Well, I mean, the first thing you'll need to do is learn what it is they want. And then, I mean, this would be difficult to do, but if you can find a way to convince them that what they want is somewhere else, or that there's another path to getting what they want, you could just try to convince them of that. That's pretty tough, though. They're not stupid.
No, they're not.
What are they typically looking for?
We have no idea. We've never seen a plan fully acted out. We only ever see bits and pieces whenever they decide to destroy or consume or create something. Sometimes they create things. Every now and then they do something weirdly good for us. But of course, it's not because they're doing it for us. It just happens to be part of their weird plans.
I suspect that what this Pale Knight Oberth wants is power. But are you saying that it's rarely power for power's sake? Usually there's a goal they want to do something with?
Oh, no, sometimes it's just power. I mean, I don't know. It's impossible to tell. It could be just power for power's sake. If anything, usually it's power to help further their goals.
We don't know what their goals are.
But we don't know what their goals are ever. They're just doing whatever they're doing, and we try to get out of the way.
Do you have any examples of things that they've created and things that they've destroyed?
Not anything for sure. Some people theorize that they created the stones in Rena. Some people believe they actually created the planet that we're on for some strange reason. They destroy a lot. There are believed to be gaps in our history books, chunks of time that are not accounted for. Like our books go year by year, but that's only because the years that got erased don't exist and never existed. So they're not missing, they just don't exist. It's very difficult to grasp the touch of the Oberth on existence.
Boy, that's upsetting.
Oh dear.
It's very, yes, we hope that they slumber long. Pale Knight apparently was the mist, so she's been asleep for hundreds of thousands of years, just waiting, I guess. That's unfortunate.
Man. Now we gotta deal with it?
I mean, no.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you just hide and hope that it doesn't affect you.
Well,
So that doesn't sound like fun. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
kill
sounds
it.
awful.
By literal so they're composed of non-existence. So to kill one is literally impossible by definition of what they are. You can't.
Oh, maybe
You
that's
can't
why.
kill a lack of existence.
Well, this Oberth became, showed its face, really, when we were, Ula, you remember, when we were recombining Zelenar ran. Yeah. Right, exactly.
Ula, silence. We're being quiet for God. God loves the quiet, Ula. Yes, she remembers.
Well, maybe that's why we were able to get at her, or the Iron Maidens were at least, because she was partly this person, this being, this physical thing.
I mean,
By trying to take over Delaran.
I guess that kind of, yes, okay. Trying to take over Zelaran. That's a name I haven't heard in quite some time.
But you know it?
Yes, he was around, 2,300 years ago? Yes, no, quite a powerful wizard. You're saying that Pale Knight is trying to take over him?
His power, really, yeah.
That's
But
not
his
good.
soul is tied to it. And so that's maybe where...
Ooh, that's not good. Oh boy. Well,
Why-
I guess we just hope that it doesn't affect us.
That sounds like a really, like, in terms of insurance policies, that one's pretty bad.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. I guess pray that when you die, you go to heaven and Pale Night doesn't follow you.
Wow.
Hey, here's some information. We got trapped in hell when we died.
Oh, disgust. Have you been
It sucked.
cleansed and done your prayers and that's disgusting.
I did a little
you know
praying. Coffee prayed.
Kind of afterlife shaming us here.
Well, I literally okay. I mean, I'm a fragment of one of the seven heavens, so if you've even got just a little bit of hell stank on you, it's kind of revolting.
Wow.
You do realize that these folks here in this room are the reason you're enjoying the peace you have now?
Yeah,
excuse
motherfucker.
me?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Well,
yeah, motherfucker.
I mean, I guess that is okay, all right, that's good. Good job.
Thank you.
That seems really forced. Really forced.
Well, it's you literally smell like a demon's asshole, so
You
it's
didn't
so
think that
hard.
before we said it. Did you think that before we said it?
I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to say you smell like
man.
a demon's asshole from the 4th level of hell, but I thought maybe that's just how you, I don't know, maybe that's a new cologne you've been trying.
Do you have any holy water we can spritz? Maybe a little behind the ears?
Absolutely. Ula, if you would be so kind, would you all like to receive the blessing of Saloon and cleanse it? Are you
guess not, yeah.
sure you don't want to, just a little blessing of Saloon to get some of that disgusting demon stink off you?
Oh, sure.
Slump's gonna live with it, and you're gonna live with it on Slump.
Galdrick just thinks I don't accept blessings from lesser gods.
All right. Well, whoever would like one can step in front of Ula. She'll give you a quick little blessing.
Are Ogma clerics allowed to have blessings from other
It's frowned
gods?
upon.
Aw, dang, I'm so stinky though. Okay, fine.
No, thank you for offering.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well,
Amy,
the reason I brought it up was that we noticed as we were lucky enough to leave that no further souls had been incoming. So when you say all we can do is hope that our souls go to heaven after we die by the Oberith or whatever, then why I don't think souls are acting in the way they usually do.
I mean, all right. Well, it does appear that Kelimvor has been replaced. So it could be that whoever's now doing his job is doing a bad job of it.
Maybe this new person just has a different agenda. They're cooking something up. Like they're doing something.
It might
we just
be.
don't know what.
But you said no souls have been going to hell?
That's right.
None.
Okay, I don't think he could be making that big of a mistake. He honestly seemed like a pretty stand-up horse to me.
Oh my gosh, have you met him?
Only at the the god wine mixers. Just kind of a quick hello, a hoof shake. That was kind of it. I really didn't get to know him, but he seemed like a really totally solid guy. I doubt he could be screwing up that badly. If no souls are going there, then I'm starting to worry about the Oberith.
You think that's the cause?
I mean, I can't think of anything else powerful enough to just stop all souls from going to hell.
How can we... does that sound familiar at all? Has that ever happened?
No, we've... there's not been a documented or recorded case in history of an Oberith directly impacting the world in such a big way. This is new. I don't know what to possibly do. Maybe I would say go check it out, but nobody comes back from above. It would be suicide to go. Or I mean, I guess not. I don't know that anything bad happens there. I just know that nobody comes back.
Does Saloon not have eyes over that kind of area?
Saloon can't see over there in a booth.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
All right. No, she said Saloon can't see over there and above. Ula, you have to not. You can't just talk whenever you get excited. If you get excited about everything, and then you break the valve sound, so we have to start all over again. We're at minute 0 again, Ula. Again. It's been 5 minutes. You spent 5 minutes of silence, Ula. Please. For the love of Saloon, don't let anybody hear that god-awful voice of yours for 5 minutes.
Oh,
Wow.
that's mean. Jeez.
Wow.
Hey.
Really?
That's a person you're talking to.
It's part of her penance. Just I take no joy in it. It's just part of the penance she has to
Then
pay.
why are you smiling?
Well, it's a
Fuck you,
little bit funny. It's a little bit funny. But no, she's actually quite right. No, Saloon can't see over there.
Here's a question.
Yes.
Stopping the flow of souls to hell and heaven, what would that affect? What would weaken or give way if that were to happen?
It's a very good question. I'm very glad you're here.
Well, if hell were to get no more souls, eventually all of the demons would begin to wither under the weight of the soul degradation. In heaven, the divine gate would begin to crumble, and I guess the barriers between the heavens and hells would begin to thin.
Oh no.
Also, whatever has the souls would be really quite powerful.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
How powerful?
Hard to imagine.
Oh, that's...
I would say think of the most powerful thing, and that's probably not close.
Once they have the power, how hard is it for anything else to catch up?
Well, you'd need an equal number of souls for yourself just to match it.
Boy, okay.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
It sounds pretty, Goldrick, it sounds pretty bad to me. This sounds like we've got a pretty bad situation.
That's not pretty bad.
I would like to I mean, you guys literally came back from hell. Could I possibly request you to take a peek in above and just see what's happening? I know nobody comes back. Literally, not a single person's ever come back.
Take it easy. You just asked us to go there.
I know.
You're a terrible salesman. You are a terrible salesman.
I want you to be fully aware. I don't want to trick you into going there. I want you to know just how dangerous it is, and I want you I want you to accept only.
I don't really think it's that scary. We've been there before. It's fine.
We have been there, yeah.
Like, been there.
Like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna fucking? Oh no, Jared's there. He doesn't even have his power anymore.
What if he does?
Also, the mist itself is kind of mean.
There's no way he could have his power back, right?
And
Slump can't imagine that he would.
I'm looking at the Saloon. Is that who we're talking to right now?
It's Luvia. She's a shard of Saloon.
Right. Okay. Is there any way that Jared could have his power back?
Theoretically, if Pale Knight took all the power, theoretically she could have given some back to him, but that would, I mean, I can't imagine why Pale Knight would give him some of his power back.
Yeah, to what end? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
She would have a champion.
Oh.
She doesn't need one.
She could have a champion, but also maybe she doesn't need one. I could believe either. Olberith are completely impossible to understand. I can't imagine why she would have a champion, but by that same token, that might be exactly why she has one.
Yeah.
Doesn't Jared have an army of undead with him?
Well, I mean, undead is kind of generous term for the Malam Ghoul. They're more like soulless killing machines.
Oh, cute.
What powers them, theoretically?
There's been a lot of rituals cast on them, lots of spells and enhancements and weird ancient magics, most of which are forgotten now.
So you would know nothing if souls would be used to power anything like that.
No, they usually lose their souls. Actually, I believe the way Jared made them was to remove their souls and
oh my gosh,
kind of keep them hostage, kind of like voodoo dolls.
Yeah, we are familiar.
Yeah.
We killed a bunch.
Well, that's good, but he's still got some.
Okay. Okay. All right. No problem. So you want us to go to above?
I mean, I just feel like I know so little of what's going on. I had honestly kind of taken the peace for granted a little bit. Everything is going so well. I figured whatever Pale Knight is doing is good for everyone because everyone's happy. All the evil people are gone, and it's one of those times where the old earth just happened to do a good thing. But if you're telling me that there are no souls going to hell whatsoever, it seems unlikely to think that the souls are going to heaven, which means they're probably going to Pale Knight, and that is terrifying.
Yeah, we should probably put a stymie that flow as soon as we can.
Yes, I'm thinking so.
Yeah.
I know this is probably not going to do much against something like that, but does Rena still have a standing army?
It does. We do have a large army at our command. They're not actively training because things are going so well, but we do have a standing army. I'm not in control of them. You would have to talk to the council. Ever since Ula lost her power and her standing and her favor with Saloon, power rests with the council now.
God, things went pretty bad for her, huh?
It was pretty bad for me. Lost me power.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, very good, Ula. You lost your power. It's very sad.
Why is she gotta do penance? Why are you? I mean, I'd ask Ula, but
she got a little bit carried away. She had her power for a long time. She started to, kind of think of herself as a god and placed her. She was always subservient to Saloon, but not always listening, if you know what I mean.
What does Ula's expression look like when Levia is saying this?
Very sad.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
But not like, yeah, and I do it again.
No, yeah, like complete remorse.
Oh.
Like it really seems
good.
like Ula is very aware of how horribly she fucked up. And while she gets excited and breaks her vow of silence, like you can tell, like she is heartbroken that she fucked up in Saloon's eyes.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
I think you're right that we need to figure out what's going on in above. Maybe one way to start would be talking to Ramadan to see how she and her people got, along without not interacting with the mist for so long. Well, where's Ramadan at?
Oh, she actually, I think it was a week or two back, she took her people out to the Free City, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we can check in with the Iron Maidens while we're there.
Yes, she went with the Iron Maidens. I believe they're forming some sort of a relationship, some sort of friendship or partnership. I'm not really sure.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, they went off to the Free City, which as I understand, is quite a bustling trade hub these days.
Is everything okay here, though? I was worried that we left, in a big kerfuffle. Is Rena doing all right?
I mean, it sounds weird to say given what we just talked about, but Rena's literally doing the best it's ever done.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a 0 crime rate. Happiness is absolutely through the roof. Everyone is just enjoying life. It really seems like a brand new age of peace. I'm so sad to think that all the souls are not making their way to heaven. That's so
we'll
sad.
see what we can do about that.
Yes, if there's anything you can do, please do it. And if there's any way we can help, please tell us.
Keep training your army.
We will absolutely mobilize them immediately and begin training. If you need us for anything.
Sharpen up those skills, yeah.
Well, I mean, actually, so I'll talk to Atlali in the council. and see if I can't persuade them to mobilize the army. They usually take my word pretty seriously.
Okay, great.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Galdrick,
right.
did you need to do? Is everything cool with Betty, or can we just go? Or do you
Yeah,
need to,
yeah.
like-
She'll be
great.
taken care of, and then she'll owe me one, and then I'll hold it over her forever, which is really fun.
Nice. Okay.
Would it be possible to pass the word to the other two nations for the army thing?
Oh, smart.
I mean, I could. The word would travel about as fast as you if you plan to go see them. Is there anywhere you don't plan to go? You're going to go to the Free City?
Yes.
I can send word to Izo then.
I guess I would like to see Izo too. But yeah, okay. Have you heard from Raisko? How's he doing?
Really good. Just so good. Everything is so good. Everybody is so happy. Everything's going fantastic. It's so horrible to think that anything bad is happening because literally all the bad people have left. Everyone is happy. It's so strange. So, Raisko's doing amazing. The school's doing fantastic. The province is flourishing under his control. Everything is super good.
Okay, all right, great.
Yes.
For now, yeah.
But I'll send word to him, and you, as you make your way to the Free City.
How long is it going to take you to send word?
It'll probably take 4 days to get word to Raisko.
Okay. That's really slow. Okay.
Okay, that's weird insults.
No, it's not. Okay, so you want us to go? Do you want us to go to the Free City first?
I thought you wanted to go to the Free City first.
Okay, so we'll go to the Free City first.
Yes.
Okay, and you're going to send word to the Free City that we're on our way there?
No, I'm going to send word to Izo to mobilize their army.
Oh, okay, that'll work then. Okay, great.
Yes, and then you can tell the Free City to mobilize their army when you get there.
Okay, great. Okay, I look at everyone else. Okay, so we're going to the Free City?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so is there anything else we need to take care of when we're here?
Oh, I feel like probably, but I don't know what. Something to do with the stones, maybe.
Okay.
Do we need, we're fine with our bodies and stuff. We don't need our old bodies. Oh god. Are there 2 bodies around? What's happening?
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink
Okay.
it. Don't overthink it. Just pretend like you
Don't
sleep
ask a bunch of questions about bodies.
Just pretend like you sleep.
Oh god, I'm weirded out. I'm really weirded out right now. I kind of feel like I feel my other body.
I want to go thank the maidens because they really showed up in like they were tough.
In a major way.
7 weeks later, you're probably turning into pudding by now.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's you.
It's gonna be sloppy.
That's no good. How were we? I don't want to know, but I do want to know. But I don't want to know.
You
Okay.
don't want to know.
All right, let's go see those Iron Maidens.
All right.
Do you guys have like a teleportation circle we could use, or do we have to hoof it?
We don't have a teleportation circle set up to the Free City.
Perfect.
I pop open my wings and teleport us in front of where the Iron Maiden's chamber is.
All right.
All right, that's going to be on a brief cooldown. But yeah, absolutely. The wings
Does that work?
explode
That's
from your
rad.
back. You know what? Actually, this is D&D. Give me a roll.
Motherfucker.
Roll plus charisma or wisdom, whichever one is higher.
Yeah, it's my charisma. Oh, fuck! I shit myself. I gotta go.
Yeah, with
If I use Touch of Genius, which adds a +4, will it get us there?
okay, so the way I think this works is Galdrick's wings sprout out as he goes, ah! And as he's going, oh god, you touch his shoulder with the Touch of Genius, and you all teleport with him with his shitty pants.
Pros and cons. Boy, we've been in hell. It's been so long since anybody shit their pants.
Yeah.
It takes me back.
That's a normal thing for you guys?
Oh my, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Slump doesn't want him to feel lonely. Hold on.
Oh no!
Oh,
God. This thing.
This is the worst thing.
I'm so happy. Slump, thank you for being a part of this. Just, I love you.
Of course. Of course.
My
It's
man.
under my eyes. Oh God. Oh.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Slump just wants to throw it out there that when we got out, Slump went out at night and we went to bed and Slump saw a homeless guy. And anyways, Slump just felt his fingers tickle his bumhole on the way out.
Oh,
He swallowed
my
his
God.
hand. Look, some of the
That's so
fingers are
much.
still together.
Good God. Oh, fuck, man.
All right. Well, off we go.
All right, that's important.
So you guys teleport and find yourselves back in the town of the Free City. Right in front of the where the Iron Maiden's house used to be. The whole city seems to be in much better condition than when you first saw it. You see the gate behind you, the one that was usually closed to the East City. It's now open and there are no guards. People walk in and out freely. You see lots of traders and people going to market around here. No one's picking pockets. No one's getting shanked. It's just a big old happy good thing that's going on. And when you teleport in front of the building that's where the Iron Maidens used to be, it was like a big hall covered in spikes. The spikes have all been removed from the buildings here. It no longer looks like Blizzard hortified this, and it looks more like just normal houses. And the house that used to be where the Iron Maidens were no longer looks like a house. It looks like the house had been demolished and kind of an open top hut has been put here. It's like a big kind of low walled semicircle with Ramadan sitting at the back in front of a small desk. And behind her are the 9 Iron Maidens. And sitting in the seats, you see other people who are taking turns asking questions to Ramadan.
Before we go all the way in, do we see, last time we were here, the mist kind of came in and rolled over the walls because we were fairly close to Ibab, right?
That's right.
Do we see, can I see any hint of mist at all? Or
No,
are we okay?
none whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess
Is there like a line to go talk to Ramadan? You got to get in line.
I mean, it's just kind of, there's a couple open seats in the gathering kind of thing.
Okay. Are there 4 seats?
Yeah, there are. Yeah, there are
Lucky.
definitely 4 seats.
Are they all together?
Yes, there are 4 seats
Oh
together.
my gosh!
Yeah, absolutely.
Good luck. This is the best. Okay, then
should we go sit down? Maybe we'll sit right there.
Yeah, let's pop a squat.
And as soon as you guys walk in and take a seat, Ramadan stands up, and she's still in her kind of long, flowing blue robes. And she kind of raises her hand. She's like, I would like everyone, except for the four newcomers, to please leave the circle for now. I've got some important people I need to attend to. Thank you so much. I shall answer your questions shortly. And as soon
Sorry,
as
everyone. Thank you.
they seem to be totally like it's no big deal to them. They very much they bow in reverence to Ramadan as they go to leave, and they don't seem necessarily put out by it. And Ramadan says, "How did you get back? How did
Oh man, that was
What?
a long story.
Oh, it was terrible. It's so good to
I
see you.
watched Pale
Easy one.
Knight tear you all into hell. What happened?"
All you have to do is meet and make a deal with.
Stop it! Stop it!
Okay.
Well, long story short, we went to hell.
Yes. How did you How?
It's a long story.
I,
Best left unanswered for now.
I'd bore you, yeah.
I mean, yes. If you say it's not worth telling, then I understand.
You find it boring.
It's very much worth telling, but we've got
There was
bigger
like
fish to fry.
7 weeks of interacting with all sorts of demons and sub-demons and learning the entire hierarchy of the underworld. It's just who wants to, you know what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, of course. Yeah. No, that's I acquiesce to your knowledge. What brings you here? What are you doing here?
So, as you very well know, Pale Knight's a thing.
Yes, that's that. Well, I thought it was a bad thing until everything got really good.
It's
I
about
guess-
to get a whole lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
Lot
Is it-
worse.
How?
Calm.
Why?
Calm. I'm like pointing at the sky. Calm before the storm.
All right. What's the storm?
Hell hasn't been getting any souls.
Neither has heaven.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
That
And we became
means-
a pretty hot commodity, and we're sort of swapped around like a bag of Oreos. And yeah.
That's very, very, very bad.
What does that usually imply?
Yeah.
Well, I can only assume that Pale Knights must be gathering souls. God, why?
Do you think that's also related to all the bad people going into above?
I was suspicious that perhaps Pale Knight was drawing all evil around her, either deliberately or just by nature of what she is. But if you're saying that the souls aren't getting to hell, then that means that she's drawing them in for something, and I don't know what, other than power, and I have no idea what she would do with that power. Oh, this
yes.
is really bad.
That's what we're
Yeah.
trying to deduce. What are her intentions? What could she be trying to consolidate power for?
Well,
Have you ever known any of the intentions? Has anyone ever known any of the intentions of any of the Oberiths before, or been able to deduce their intentions?
well, this is ancient knowledge, and I don't know how true it could be, but the ancient stories say how the Oberith were here before creation, in the limitless unexistence that was before existence was. That was the Oberith, and well, that when existence suddenly came into existence, they really hated that, and they've hated it ever since the first spark of existence. I believe, and some others believe, that the Oberith are waiting and trying to return to a state of non-existence. That's the only goal anyone has ever... That's the only thing that makes sense for the Oberith, is a return to non-existence. I don't know how they plan to do that. I don't know why, but that is the only goal anyone could ever glean from Oberith, is to return to a state of complete non-existence. Get rid of this pesky existence that they hate so much.
We spoke to Luvia, the Shard of Saloon, over in...
yes.
Yeah.
She's
And-
quite wise.
Super wise, great person.
Not all that wise.
Well,
No, it's, So.
she mentioned the rocks. Have you seen the stones in Rena?
Oh, yes, the stones in Rena.
And how they might be related to the Oberith and have been there at the same time or something like that. Have you ever heard of places tied similarly to this kind of non-existence?
No, that's new to me. I had always assumed that Zelaran made the stones for his breaking. I had never considered that they might be the Oberith's stones.
Do we know that they were there before Celeran?
Yes, I believe you do.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were there before Celeran.
Oh, sorry. You know that they were there before the breaking.
Fair. Yeah. Not before he was born or something.
Exactly.
We don't know
Yeah.
that.
You don't know
Okay,
when he
cool.
was born or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yes. No. I just assumed that he made them.
Well,
I'd love to-
Oh, after you.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'd love to ask him, but that doesn't really get us anywhere. What do you think?
I mean, if you could find him to ask him, that'd be great, but I think we both saw that he's part of Pale Knight now.
So here's a thought experiment for you.
Yes?
If hell and heaven don't get souls,
Yes.
the inevitable outcome will be a fading of the boundaries between the planes, correct?
Yes, it would be very, very thin.
What can be achieved if that barrier drops for something like Pale Knight?
Oh, goodness. Pale Knight would be able to enter heaven and hell. They're on the outer planes, so passage to them is usually gated by, many, many things. But those are upheld through the machinations of heaven and hell themselves, usually fueled by, well, the souls and the power of the deceased and the power of the gods themselves. But if the gods and devils weaken, then those outer planes become a lot closer, and something like Pale Knight could enter them. And that would be bad.
Do we know what the Pale Knight would do then? Try to take all the souls from heaven and hell?
I could only imagine, with the gods and devils weakened as they would be without any souls for that long, she would just seek to destroy them. If she could tear down the outer wheel of cosmology, the planar system could collapse. That would lead to, well, the end of existence.
Yeah.
If
Not that big a deal.
It sounds pretty bad.
So I'm getting the feeling that above is going to be where this thing goes off.
That sounds about right.
And the Free City is the closest inhabited city to above.
That's correct.
I don't know what it's going to do, but it might be a good idea to mobilize your army and keep training going.
Yes, we can do that. We didn't have much of a standing army because we're a free city, but we can begin electing volunteers. Anyone that wants to fight, I'll make sure they know the gravity of the situation. This sounds basically like the end. If we're right, we could be wrong. I don't know. That seems like worst case scenario. I would say the only thing that could stop something like that would be Zelleran, but unfortunately, Zelleran's kind of part of the deal.
Indisposed, yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll train the army. What are you going to do?
We're gonna go to above.
We're going to go to a ball.
So you're going to... I wouldn't suggest that. Nobody comes out.
What do you mean?
When nobody who's ever gone into Above comes out, ever since you left and the world got better, nobody that's gone into Above has left.
That was kind of the way beforehand, too, though. What was stopping when you were ruling?
Well, some people would come out of Above, just...
Oh, okay.
Very, very few, and the monsters made it very dangerous, so it was just mostly a very dangerous place that very few people went to.
So the monsters were made of mist, right?
Yes, that's correct.
How did you survive so long without, falling to that?
Oh, I had the power of Zelleran. I just, the mist did nothing for a long time, and when it began creating monsters, I just kept them at bay with my powers. And that was until the Voice of Tomorrow decided that it wanted me and my power. Then I had to erect the barrier.
Yeah, have you heard anything from the Voice of Tomorrow since that went down?
No, it seems to have just left. The followers seem hopeless. They're powerless. The voice has done nothing. It wanted my power. The power was given to the Pale Knight, and the voice just left.
I'm so happy right now.
Are the followers still in Above?
As far as I know, yep, they haven't come out. You're going to go to Above, though?
Yeah.
Well, here are the options. There's a chance with the 4 of us that everyone survives. There's no chance if no one goes in to try to fix this.
Yeah.
I mean, that does make sense. Can I give you anything? Can I do anything to help you?
Well, last time, Iron Maidens, you were fantastic. You did so great. Thank you so much for all your help with that fight there. Yeah, I remember you're not very talkative.
I just give a slight bow to like the leader maiden. Just like the ever so slightest of like, honorable warrior, like just slight little fucking respect you.
Yes, I had a discussion with the Iron Maidens, as much of a discussion as you can have. And what I was able to... Whoa! Damn!
I don't know what I just hit, but...
It's a hell of a bow.
Fucking good.
It's a hell of a bow.
I have a really good nod.
Yeah.
I just hit the wrong button.
Maybe they nod back. I see you, Galdrick, over there. Mm-hmm.
And Ramadan says, so I had a discussion with the Iron Maidens, and what I was able to glean from the way that it was described, through me basically guessing and them banging yes and no, was that it sounded like Zelleran is still in there somewhere. It's not like Zelleran has been destroyed. I think he's the reason that the Iron Maidens were able to put the damage on.
Yes, I agree.
Now, do you have some advice on how we might be able to break the news to him that he killed his lifelong friend Azar and literally ate his fucking soul?
I would save that for the very end. After everything's solved and rescued and done, save it for that point.
That makes sense.
Save it for that.
It did seem like, when I was there, I saw it. It seemed like Zelleran was there, but the loss of Azar is what caused Pale Knight to take over.
Oh.
So I would say bringing that up would weaken Zelleran. I wouldn't bring that one up.
That's good to know. Okay.
Can we get Azar back? Maybe that would help. But also, it would be nice to do because he was a good guy.
Yes. Unfortunately, that was a Barghest. His soul is gone. It's been destroyed. It does not exist anymore.
Oh no, how sad.
Well, I hate to ask, but Iron Maidens, would you be willing to join us again?
And they all smash their poles into the ground once.
Is that a yes? I don't remember.
Yes, that's a yes.
I give the leader one more nod.
That's a did it. Thank you so much. We're so grateful. We know it's not an easy thing we ask of you.
Yes, we're going to need to find a way to get Zelleran to help fight, because Pale Knight with Zelleran's power is completely undefeatable. Even Pale Knight against his power, I still don't know that we could defeat it. But it's the only way we have a chance. I don't know what that looks like, but we'll need to reach Zelleran somehow.
When his power was put into you,
yes,
was there a particular spell? Like, could we cast it and try and vacuum up his power?
That would... No, not really. We need to... If you could trick Pale Knight to get into the stones and have the most powerful wizard ever to exist cast the spell that only Azar and Zelaran knew. Maybe.
Okay.
But that sounds like a really tough plan.
Okay.
Honestly,
maybe not that one.
I think the easiest part would be casting the spell that we don't know.
Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's way to hype.
Yeah.
Way to hype us up.
No, I think we're going to need to find a different way to reach Zelaran.
Well, Slump was thinking this. Was it you or the lawologist who was telling us that one of the things that you might be able to do maybe is distract the Oberith to draw its attention somewhere else? That's a possibility.
Yes, if you can distract it somehow, if you can make it believe that something else temporarily has a higher importance than its current goal, you can distract it.
So maybe we need to figure out how to distract it and then see if we can access Zelaran while it's distracted.
I mean, that could work. That could work.
In order to do it, we got to deduce what it wants, though. And that seems to be the tricky part. You seem to know more than the fucking lawologist who told us, I have no idea what they want. They don't even exist. They're really old.
Well, he's only 120 years old. He's still just a little baby. He doesn't know much yet.
That was
a baby.
That was a very accurate representation.
That's true.
That's exactly what he sounds like.
Nailed it.
And he said that he doesn't think they exist at all. So
most people don't believe they exist.
Yeah, well, maybe you can tell us some more about what can we do, what can we possibly do to determine what its desires are, and therefore how we can distract it.
Can I make an investigation check? Because I think we might have something that does that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and roll plus intelligence.
Dang it. Nope, it's roll, right?
I think it's / roll.
I just use the dice roller and pop out because I don't know how to do that typing thing.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. 15. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good. What are you thinking?
Would the coin give enough of a distraction?
Yes, it absolutely would.
Oh. But what the fuck could an Oberith do with a goddamn coin?
That's very scary.
With access to a crown weave, something tells me that they're not going to be totally foreign to that concept.
Well, you could cast a spell big enough and exhaust the coin. You wouldn't have to give it to them.
Set up a coin firework and have them chase it?
Basically.
I see. Oh, that's smart. That's really smart.
Do we need the coin? Do I need to say this in character? Let's talk after.
Let's get a coffee at their famous Free City coffee shop after this conversation before we go. It's so stressful here. We need a coffee before we go.
All right.
Yes. So, I do think if we're going to do something to distract, Pale Knight, you are going to need to go into above, and you're going to need to try to glean as much information about exactly what she's doing in order to conjure an appropriate distraction.
That makes sense. Determine the goal.
Exactly.
So that
we're going to get one shot at distracting her.
No pressure or anything.
Yeah, no pressure. If you can glean anything about what she's done, what she is doing, and if at all you can get an idea of what she's going to do, it's almost impossible to predict what Oberith do. But if you can possibly tell what she's going to do next, please do.
And okay, and how do you propose that we do that with the coin? Or no, I mean, never mind. Nothing. Slump said nothing. Sounds good, thanks.
Just go in.
Fearno would be really upset about that.
Get it, Slump!
Okay. What do you want us to do?
Go to Above and see what she's doing, and see if you can glean her motives from what's going on. Is she actually collecting the souls? What if the soul thing is something unrelated?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Okay, well, fellas, would you mind if we just take a little breather before we head out? Maybe we can check in with you again before we go.
Basically, I just want to get the party to a place where no one else can hear us and we can talk a little bit.
Yeah, I have one more question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Ramadan have any of the personal effects of Azar that may have been recovered by the Iron Maidens?
Oh, yes. Yep.
It might be the trigger we need to kind of reach out, like on an emotional level, maybe, to what's inside Pale Knight.
That's very sad and a really good idea.
That's super fucked up.
Part of his destroyed armor and his katana are recovered.
Want Slump to eat it? Slump could eat it. That'd probably get their attention.
Don't eat it.
No, don't.
Slump could do it and it'll get their attention.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'll just make him despair more.
Fine.
I'm going to humbly request that we have those with us on our journey.
Yes, absolutely. You spent so much time with Azar. I mean, technically not
they
nearly
did.
as much time as I spent, but
Yeah, truly.
Weird flex, but okay.
I'm just saying, like you were
okay.
you were his good friends, but I was his best friend.
Okay.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're probably right. It still hurts though.
But yeah, no, of course you can take his effects.
Thank you. All right. I'm feeling like coffee.
Oh, there's this great spot.
Yeah, absolutely. You walk over to Free CD's Best Coffee, FCBC.
The old FCBC.
And you're all served entirely adequate cups of coffee in moderately clean cups.
Hey, delicious.
I'll say that Slump literally just ordered a full cup of whipped cream and is now just sucking it back.
Disgusting.
Can I check that no one's gonna overhear us if we talk?
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Okay, thank you.
hit you with that. All the evil people are gone.
That's right.
That's right.
Excellent. Now I don't super remember what I was gonna ask you guys.
Oh yeah. I love the idea of using the coin, but do we need it to get back?
DM.
You either need the coin to get back or the planar key.
Well, I mean,
Well, there we go.
Yeah. I
You
guess
just
we
have to
could
get
have
the key.
Yeah, which we'd want to bring back anyways. That's kind of the whole deal. So that's fine. Okay. Is there anything else we need to make sure is done before we go? It seems like a big step to go just out into Above, and I'm very scared.
Yeah, like, is there some sort of protection we should, like, what might draw Oberith's eye to us?
I'm assuming some sort of, like, you know.
I mean, like, what should we do? What should we try to avoid doing is what Slump is saying.
Something as big as creating a planar key, because that's essentially what we did last time.
Do you think
So
we
as long
could
as we
use...
don't make a planar key, I think we're okay.
That's fair. Do you think, not that he'll come, but do you think we could use Shmolos as a distraction? Another planar key, pretty much, you know?
Interesting.
Slump thinks that's probably a bad idea. Slump can't remember a single time we've ever involved him, and it's been a good idea.
You know, Slump, that is a really good point. Yeah.
Slump is pretty sure that we could intend to use him like a utility, and he would most certainly do the same to us. And he's been around for a little longer, and he's a little bit better at it.
He's better at the machinations, it's true.
So
Okay.
there is that.
I think he's honestly too scared to reveal himself to an Oberith.
Oh, that was the other thing. So, do you think that if their goal is maybe to collapse these barriers, do you think they're creatures of Prime Inc? Of the Prime, time? Prime time? Do you think they're Prime time?
It could be prime time.
Creatures of the prime material plane when it was around.
Yeah, like if our goal is to collapse all the inks back into the original Prime ink, do you think that's where they're from too? Are they trying to do the same thing? Should we just kind of let them do what they're doing?
Well, the Prime ink,
should we?
The Prime ink is theorized to be essentially a utopia. Like it would have existed. It would have to have been created. So if these are non-existent, I think the Prime ink pissed them off. If anything, maybe if anything contributed to the shattering.
Oh yes.
Am I feeling that right, DM?
You guys are in your own realms of theory crafting. I will.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes so much sense, though.
What's your theory? Sorry.
My theory is that the Prime ink is something that was created. Like there were creatures, there were beings, there were things that existed, and if the Oberonth are something that isn't or are non-existent, essentially things that exist to have non-existence, that basically when the Prime ink revealed itself or came into being, it pissed them off, and maybe even they were a part of the shattering of the ink. So that's why they may have been part of trying to destroy the Prime ink, and now that's why we have separate inks.
Things like the Oberith and the Balrog that ate Zelleran. No, Azar.
If it's considered Oberonth, yes.
Yeah, got it. Okay, that makes sense.
So it's like the Prime ink is the opposite of the Oberith. And and that makes sense, because then if their goal is to cause the barriers between the planes in this ink, astral, etc., that's almost like breaking it again. So they're just trying to break it into smaller and smaller pieces.
It's essentially like if the barriers between existence and non-existence here go weak, that gives them a back door to get in, and then they can just make it disappear.
Okay, that's bad. Well, do I still have the book from the library?
Yep, absolutely.
Does it have any names that pop out of people or places?
In what context?
I'm wondering if there's I really was hoping to find a culture or religion that really focused on the Oberith and knows a lot about them. So I was wondering if I can glean that, like, this group that we've heard of is a descendant of the group that wrote down this kind of original tale. So,
go ahead and roll plus intelligence to kind of investigate the book.
Oh, yeah.
Mm. 13. It's tough. It really does seem like very few mortals have ever even entertained the idea of Oberith existing. There are nobody knows enough about them to say anything concrete, so they just seem like mumbo jumbo made up nonsense. And the concrete things that they know about them is that they're unknowable. So very few people write anything down. If anything, it's just a ghost story. So there's really nothing written down. Nobody believed in them. Nobody, like, in a kind of religious way. It's mostly like IRL theory crafting of existence.
That makes sense, because the only people we've talked to who've even entertained it have been, a shard of Saloon.
Yeah.
And this person who's been alive for 2,300 years.
Yeah, and spent the whole time trying to uncover as much information as possible. Yeah. And that you've probably talked to the two people that know anything.
That's just it. Like, because if we'd want to talk to a god or an immortal person.
Yeah, exactly.
Then that's, like, we kind of covered that. I don't know that there's more. Ula can't give us any more. We kind of talked to her effectively.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's I think we're good to go into there. Are you guys feeling confident about going into Bob?
What are our objectives?
Detective work first. Try and be super not noticeable and figure out what the Pale Knight is doing and why. What's her goal?
Yeah. Slump says let's try it.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that, do we think that Pale Knight is in Above?
Yeah, I think so. And what wasn't Ramadan was telling us that anything that goes into Above never comes back out.
Yep, that is what Ramadan said.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that's what we think. We think that the Pale Knight is there, and for whatever reason that we can't properly deduce right now, we're pretty sure that that Pale Knight is there and has something to do with the fact that everyone that goes there never comes out. And we suspect that that is possibly the Pale Knight consolidating souls, which would be really bad because if Pale Knight becomes the thing that has all of the souls, then we're pretty much fucked, because in order for anything to stand a chance, it needs to have an equal number of souls. And once you hit that tipping point, fucking soul singularity takes place. And I just want to make sure that I'm fully understanding the current theory. And the current theory is that, like, all things Oberith related are basically trying to reestablish, they're basically the Gamorks. They're trying to reestablish the balance of nothingness, and that the destruction of the prime ink into the different inks weakens that sort of clear distinction between existence and non-existence by breaking apart the prime ink, and that that's what their goal is. The prime ink is their antithesis, sort of like matter and antimatter.
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
Got
theory.
it. Tracking. And so now we're thinking of going to Above to basically report back to Ramadan what the Pale Knight is doing. Like, we're not going there to do some fucking reconnaissance work and then launch an attack.
Oh, that's a good question. I kind of think we won't be able to leave.
Yeah.
So we might we might need to be prepared to do whatever we're gonna do. But I guess that's tough because we don't know what we're gonna do yet. Yeah,
and I definitely don't think that I think that before we deal with I personally think that who was the demon chick?
Fierna.
I keep on thinking Faralina. Fierna. I think that, like, we can't expect to simply just deal with Oberith and then take care of the whole Fierna thing. I think that we can do some scout work on what's going on in Above, but that we need to close the chapter on the Fierna thing, because I can't yet fully deduce, but I just, given how the combat went last time, I don't think anything that we've done between then and now would make it any different than fucking walking by and Pale Knight goes and fucking kills us. Little butterfly kiss on the cheek and everybody's dead. So I don't see how we've done any, like, Rocky fucking Goku training montage since then to make us in any way prepared for combat. So I think we basically need to go to Above with the understanding that we are not going to be doing any combat whatsoever. And in fact, we'll sacrifice basically anybody around us except for us four so that we don't get found. And that we need to, once we do that recce and see what the fuck the Pale Knight is doing, we need to figure out what we're going to do about the Fear Nothing and the 100 Souls contract, because maybe if we do it, then Fierna maybe will help us. Because, I mean, Fierna has got to be 100 souls, not enough for Fierna. Fierna is going to be interested in unplugging the clog in the drain right now, which is the Pale Knight. And I think that, given how things went last time, we're probably going to need Fierna's help. So I think that maybe we should go do some recce in Above, see what the Pale Knight is up to, get the fuck out of Above, because I don't think people that have gone to Above and haven't come back have gone to Above knowing that they won't come back. We know that something bad is happening. Like, we know to be on the lookout. So I think we stand a better chance of leaving, and then I think we need to decide what we're going to do about Fierna.
Okay, nice. I guess the one thing that you made me think about, how if we have to get all those souls, all the bad guys are in Above.
Yeah.
So I'd feel bad about using souls in the other places.
Slump doesn't feel bad. Slump doesn't feel bad. Fuck him.
Jesus.
He's transcended.
Meat. Fuck it. You want? We could bump into Mother Teresa and Slump wouldn't mind.
No.
Mahatma Gandhi.
Oh,
Delish.
no.
Yeah.
So Slump thinks that we should go and be real careful, or else the big spoopy dog gonna kill us bad, and then we need to figure out what we're gonna do to the sexy pants demon dog who wants the 100 souls. Maybe she'll help.
She could help.
So
That makes you're right, and we should do. You're totally right. Let's also not sign any souls until we deal with that baby. Because maybe we should tell Fiona that in order to get her souls, we need her help with Oberith. Because if we're signing souls over and above, the Pale Knight's gonna know, and that's gonna draw attention. I bet we're using up her juice.
Slump thinks maybe we should have a conversation with Fiona, because that's a good point. I mean, we could basically, and their bargaining chip could be, hey, do you want to help us with Pale Knight? If the answer is no, then literally all you're ever going to get is 100 more souls, and then there's going to be nothing ever. Because Oberith is just going to fucking take all of them.
Exactly. It's like however many we can get until she turns her eyes towards us, and then that's it. We might not even get to 100. Yeah.
Well, how will we open up communication with? Should Slump take a chicken back to the rocks and smash its head against it?
Oh my god!
Draw a star sort of thing on the ground in a circle.
Take an unfettered calf and break its fucking neck and drink the blood over the stones, or what? Slump doesn't know. Slump doesn't know how to die. Slump never got her phone number.
I don't think we need to do that.
Slump, should we just take like a child or something and just,
Oh, it's
rip
escalating.
the
It's escalating.
head off and squeeze like a toothpaste tube and drink the
we
insides?
could. Okay, that's not a bad idea. We could do that.
Okay.
No, that's it. Let's go get a child.
Okay, all right.
Oh my god!
But does anyone know who?
Okay, who were we just speaking to that was cluing us in on all of this?
Oh, Ramadan.
We were talking to Ramadan.
Yeah.
And we're no longer in Ramadan's house. We're outside of the coffee shop.
That's right.
Maybe we should find someone who knows how we can reestablish. Well, it depends on what we want to do first. Do we want to try to talk to Fiona first, or do we want to see what the Pale Knight is doing first and then talk to Ramadan? Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Is that what we're doing?
I kind of think
Find out what's.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I kind of think talk to Fiona first, because once we go into above, we've started that chain of events kind of thing.
We might not be able to, might not be able to call a friend once we get there.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, would she? Because anything that goes in doesn't get out.
Would she be able to talk?
Like once she gets in, let's say she does agree.
Oh yeah.
Well, we don't need. She doesn't necessarily need to agree to anything. This is sort of just more reconnaissance. We can just say, "Hey, how's it going? Nice to talk to you again. Hear your voice. There's a monstrous demon sucking all the souls up here, and we're pretty sure that she's probably going to kill us too. We're just wondering what you thought we might be able to do about that."
Yeah, and you're so strong. Would you like to help us so that we can get you the souls more efficiently and quickly? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goldrick, how do we?
Vote.
I like that. I'm with that.
I look at Slump knowing if I disagree with him, I'm gonna have to deal with it. And I'm like, I think it's probably the greatest idea you've ever come up with.
Slump is doing the whole thing where he's smiling and tilting his head back and forth like he's just been praised on doing a perfect job.
Aw, nice.
Okay, well then we got to figure out how to call her. How do we get in contact? Slump has never contacted a demon before. Lou Dog, that should be your wheelhouse. Or Teeny Tot, because you're an angel, remember?
Slump is flapping his arms like wings.
Remember? You. Do this.
Yeah,
remember? Remember this?
Yeah, that's me. What are you doing?
Like the wings. Remember?
I'm just flapping his arms harder and harder.
I'm just absolutely staring at him.
You okay? Oh God, are you all right?
Too much puppuccino.
Yeah, too much puppuccino. Slump had a lot of whipped cream. Those are big cups.
Oh my fucking God.
Well, so, what if he did the whole little beep, boop, 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 and called you your butler dog and said, hey, how do we talk to a demon? Just out of curiosity. Not for any reason.
It's, oh my God.
Well, do you just know offhand?
Would I know offhand how to talk to a demon?
You would know that it would require an occult ritual, but you probably wouldn't know the specifics of the ritual. You would know how to recognize them if you saw them, but you wouldn't know how to perform the specifics.
I mean, I kind of know. I kind of know. I kind of don't. We need like a whole big old ritual thing to be able to talk to her. But I don't know the specifics. I've got no idea on that.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, what do you want me to do?
I gotta find out somehow. What the fuck?
Okay, you're right.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
It's been a
So
long
then who
day.
should we talk to? Please not the lawologist. Slump has had enough of him for one Jesus, someone else, please.
If I did an Arcana check, would I be able to pull that information?
Yeah, you could do an Arcana check to check that out.
Do you want me to do plus intelligence or plus what's on my sheet?
Plus intelligence. We're
Can
doing
I
boiled down rules.
Can I put my head down with Locke kind of thing and try and help him and kind of add a religion check to it just to give him advantage kind of thing, as if we're brainstorming to try and figure it out?
Yeah, okay, yeah, you can roll at advantage. Oh, you're gonna need that second roll.
Fuck!
Boy!
Oh, what are the odds? Damn.
Absolutely not.
You know that it probably requires a pentagram and a whole lot of blood.
I think Slump was close with the chicken thing.
Yup.
Well,
What do you think?
I've got no idea.
Oh man! Well, but now we need to talk to someone. Should we go back and talk? We're already here.
Oh my gosh,
Ramalama
Ramadan
Ding
probably
Dong
knows,
is literally
yeah.
next door. Yeah, and
Yeah.
she's like the super 200 IQ. So maybe we should talk to her.
That makes sense.
That's
Wait,
kind of all we really got right now, so let's do it.
is there anything in the contract that's like you have to say something to her to agree? Like that she has to agree to it before she does it? So like maybe is there
Good
any
point.
term in there that says that?
It says what about what?
Basically, when you call in the favor, she has to agree to it. So maybe that's the way to talk to her.
Oh, that's the favor, is to talk to her.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we shouldn't waste the favor.
Oh no, you wouldn't be wasting the favor because she would have to still execute on what she wants to do. Like
Yeah.
she has to agree to want to do that thing.
Oh, you mean the favor is both to contact her and for her to help?
It's just calling in the favor negates the need to contact her because we would just be contacting her to do the thing.
Okay.
Right.
I'm reading the contract and I'm probably
Slump literally right in the middle of all this, just stare straight up at the sky. Just
Hey, we want to talk and call the favor.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Jesus.
wow.
not even kidding.
Okay. As Slump is a signee on the contract, he calls in the favor for Fierna.
I'm glad that was fucking useful.
Well, I guess. Oh, wait, you said I want to talk this. Like you said, I want to talk. This is the favor kind of thing.
Yeah, I want to discuss the favor basically.
Can we help? Be like we are ready
Can
to
we
direct
help?
you.
Can I stop it?
Yeah, you know what? No, I'll allow that. Yeah, if you want to stop Slump,
you know
that's
what?
okay.
I think I'll do you one better. So the way this works is that the calling could be considered the favor, or calling could be considered discussing the favor. And in one way you use up the favor, and the other way you still get it. So let's roll a dice to see whether or not you burn up the favor. So you can roll plus charisma, and you're gonna have to beat. You're trying to kind of underhanded trick a demon in their own kind of way. So I'll say you got to beat a 12. 12.
Since we're all talking about it, does that help? Like if we
sure, yeah.
Okay.
You can roll it twice. Roll D20 plus charisma twice.
Right.
You got to beat a 12.
Oh, God, man!
God damn right.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Wow. All righty.
Okay. So you call this in, and the way you word it is such that calling is not the favor, but it's implied that it's the favor. So Fierna accepts it as if it was the favor, but it won't hold legally. So she believes she's tricking you by believing that you're burning your favor with this.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna need a music change here. As kind of out of nowhere, this very heavily inscribed kind of weird pentagram is burned into the ground beside you and immediately wells up with blood, and the blood begins to kind of bubble. Like, you know, if you've ever seen like liquid on a sonic vibrator, like on a speaker, how it kind of jumps up and down. It looks like it's jumping up and down like that really hard, and it jumps higher and higher and higher until the blood starts to kind of form a person, until finally it kind of explodes up and it falls down and it leaves behind this very nearly naked demonic woman. Tieflings is what they look like, by the way. She looks kind of like a tiefling, and she's made completely out of blood. It's not her, it is an avatar of her.
Hey, how's
It's just like at the table that we're at in this fucking coffee house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, girl? It's good to see you again. How you doing, girl?
Hello.
So we thought we'd give you a little update.
Oh, is this all you want? Just give me a little update.
Well, no, I mean, we're going to discuss the favor and whether or not we decide that that's what we're going to expend it on. Really first. So, we think we know why there's the shortage of souls.
Oh, please do tell.
So,
And Slump is like looking at the other party members, his eyes darting back and forth super fucking wide.
I'm like, go ahead, you got this.
So there's a giant angry skeleton.
Yeah, the Pale
And
Knight.
he has 2 swords, and he's living in Bornov. He has all
Are
the
you talking about?
He has souls, and that
What
he
on
wants.
earth are you talking about?
Okay, we think we found out why there's no more souls coming down there. Apparently in Evolve, everyone that goes there doesn't come back out, and they think it's because the Pale Knight is there and has taken all the souls of everyone that goes there. And so we were thinking, the deal initially was for 100 souls, but we're not sure we'll even be able to deliver on that because we might just be dead before that happens.
That's right. If we take souls, what that the Pale Knight wants, that's just going to interrupt it more, and you won't even get those 100.
So we're wondering what you think. Does this not mean that maybe we should do something about, the Pale Knight situation?
Yes, I mean, it sounds like you probably want to deal with this before the calendar year runs out. Or else you're mine for all eternity.
Well, you know, we're not so sure that we come back down there if the Pale Knight gets her hands on us again. Because the thing that she did to our friend Azarzar dog, he's gone forever. You might have noticed his soul didn't cross the threshold of your hell, and that's because we don't know where he went, but it wasn't there. So we're worried that, you know, you might not get your hands back on us, and you might not get your hands on anything if Pale Knight gets her hands on us.
Well, I don't like that.
We're just trying to make sure that we uphold our end of the bargain.
Exactly.
Well, I appreciate that.
Unforeseen complications and all, and we're not just saying, "Oh, boo-hoo, we lose the deal." Therefore, no, we're saying that if we don't get help, there may be no deal. Period. We may just be gone to the no forever night land.
And then you don't get the 100 souls, and you don't even get us 4, and then nothing after us either.
I don't like that at all.
You need all 4 to win the war.
I understand.
Okay.
Well, what are you proposing then?
We're wondering what sort of help you think you might be able to give us to deal with it, because just as a quick reminder, the last time we saw her, she just brushed our cheek real gentle-like, and then we were in hell.
You want me to help you fight the Pale Knight?
I mean, if you can't handle it, you know, if you can't handle it,
it's too tough.
If it's above you, I mean, it's above, you know, yeah. If it's
I mean, by definition, I can't handle it. But
what do you mean?
Nothing defeats the Pale Knight. All I can hope is that she moves on sometime. But I mean, I do need my soul so very badly.
I bet.
So what exactly are you asking of me?
I would like to know what services you could render to us to assist us in our battle against the Pale Knight.
Well, I could render any service you want.
Okay,
if
then
it matters enough.
Kill Pale Knight.
Well, hold on.
She said anything. She said anything.
I can't.
Okay.
I can't. Oh my God! What'd she do to me? What did you do to me?
What?
I can't hear it. Son of a bitch! It's like my ears died. I don't know why.
Oh, no.
That's strange. I definitely didn't lose track of the beeping. That's fine. That's weird. Beeping? I don't know what that means. Hold on. Shut up. This is important. Shut up. Stop. Okay, go ahead. I can hear again.
Having some problems.
He's fine. Every now and then his weird little mannequin ears stop working and they just turn back into plastic and he can't hear anything.
My fucking headset died. I'm good.
So we're wondering what you say that you by definition you can't stand up to the Pale Knight, so we're wondering what you can do to help.
Oh, I can stand up to the Pale Knight. I just can't kill it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, okay. Oh, okay.
You're gonna hyperventilate.
What?
Okay, there we go. What'd I tell you?
Oh,
God.
That's it. Oh no.
Oh no.
Slump was wondering, would you be able to distract the Pale Knight for a lengthy period of time?
Well, I would need some assurances. You see, 100 souls is worth sending you back to this pitiful plane of existence, but to call on the wrath of the Pale Knight, well, that's
just
something
a favor.
else entirely.
It's just the favor. That's it.
Oh, no, a favor is spitting on the grave of a dead god after you've killed it. Tempting the wrath of the Pale Knight is something, a little bit more valuable. I would be willing to open renegotiations, though.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I mean, are you really in the position to bargain, though? Because you're the one who stands to lose literally everything. Then you will have no foundation and no footing down there, because all the rest of the souls will be gone, including the only 4 that you had that you will give up. Us. Will be gone.
Well, it sounds like nobody has any bargaining power, really. Since everybody's going to die.
Well, No, but you see, you're in the position to help, because if it was us by ourselves, we'll probably just die. Slump is not convinced that we can defeat the Pale Knight by ourselves, so if you weren't even in the picture, we would just die. Now you are in the picture, you only have two options. Help us or don't help us. If you help us, then you stand a good chance of getting your end of the deal that you made. If you don't help us, you definitely won't. We will be dead. All of us will be dead. All your souls will be gone.
Unless we draw the power of the Pale Knight. She destroys us, all 9 hells. Then you do whatever it is you're going to do to destroy her after we're gone. This could be a very clever ploy to have me destroyed, and you win everything.
That's not really how we get. We're not like that.
Well,
we're just not very smart.
To hell, you can't be good people.
Okay, it was a wrong place, wrong time sort of thing.
Are the Obereth generally pretty talkative?
No, not really. They usually just mumble.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like what we experienced, yeah. Well, that's what we're thinking, that they would just... we probably wouldn't be able to pull a fast one on you because we're not too sure that they're big talkers.
I'll tell you what. If you can convince the other planes to join in, we will match whatever the other planes are willing to give.
That's interesting.
If you can get the prime material plane to get 10,000 soldiers, I'll give you 10,000 demons.
That's pretty cool.
But I will only match every other plane. If you get the plane of fire to give you 100 giants, I'll give you 100 demons. I'm not about to overcommit.
And this would count as the favor?
Yes, the favor is I will match the lowest force you're able to muster.
That's it.
That's it.
Time is kind of a factor right now.
Well then, oh boy, maybe we're bad. You're not willing to budge on that. No super demon turn me into some beast made out of flesh and stone. We could try, but it just might not be great if they say no. We're kind of out of options.
I will not put my nor any of the levels of hell at any greater risk than you're willing to put yours. The favor is I will match the level of commitment you are willing to make.
I look to the rest of the party and give a, it sounds kind of okay to me.
Well,
Slump thinks we're not going to have many choices.
Yeah, I don't think we have very. Yeah, I'm on the same plane as Slump.
What do you think, Locke?
I would add a condition.
Okay, yeah. That's probably a good idea.
Thank God you're here.
The condition is that the commitment of 10,000 soldiers and 10,000, this is going to be considered, like, if that is done, that the contract is been completed. Like, you forego the 10,000 or the 100 souls for the commitment, but upon, like, successful removal of the plug, so to speak, you get your flow of souls back because of the 2 commitments from the material plane and hell.
Well, now, that doesn't sound very fair to me, but you can roll for it. Go ahead and roll plus charisma.
Plus charisma, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, someone. I can do Flash of Genius, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Can I have done a bless?
Okay, so you can do Flash of Genius to add 4 to that. Now roll a 1d4 for Bless. So it's 14.
Right. Oh, 1d4.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Disregard this thing. Which is good.
15.
Oh, thank you. Oh my god.
Forgive the 100 souls. Commit an equal force. All just to remove this plug.
Well, you get an eternity of souls in return of it.
I want 10 souls.
5.
7.
7 it is.
All right.
I'll take 5. 5 sounds fair. I let 4 go. I'll get 5 back.
That seems reasonable.
5 souls for me.
Within the
Removal
calendar
of the
year.
blockage. For that, I will match the force you're willing to commit. And I've already given you your bodies back. You're welcome, by the way. And sent you back to the prime material plane. It sounds like you've made a pretty good deal today. Don't expect this kind of luck again.
Oh, yeah, luck.
That's fair.
Well, I think I'm about done with this conversation. I would like you all to remember to give me my souls.
Okay. Nice talking to you, Blood Lady.
It's good to see you.
And she just kind of like destabilizes. The blood totally liquefies, splashes on the ground, and just kind of splatters all over you guys.
Gross.
When it's splattered, I imagine all of us just sort of sitting there in silence, and I think Slump would then look around at the rest of the table and go,
Slump thought we were going to talk to Fierna. Who the fuck was that? she was made out of blood. Slump's never met her before. Who the fuck was that?
Oh, Slump.
Oh,
Oh, that was her. Okay.
And I think
Well-
we'll call it there for the night.
fucking man. All right.
Damn, man.
Dude, holy
Getting out of the
shit.
fucking 100 soul deal.
God,
Fuck.
but somehow it just doesn't feel like it's better. You know, I feel like this to me, like everything that's happening right now, for anyone that's seen the new War of the Worlds movie with Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
this very much feels like the moment when everyone's standing around and noticing that the wind is blowing towards the storm. Like,
Yeah.
we can see the storm is out there. We're not at it yet, but we have a vague sensation that not all is well.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Anyways, holy
man.
shit.
Holy shit. You guys are in for some big shit.
Fuck, man.
And we can officially welcome our new 4th player to the campaign. Lastiel is Vincent
Huzzah!
Locke.
Welcome, Lastiel.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome.
welcome. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you so much.
I actually made the agreement with Galdrick that in order to celebrate, we would cross-bolt my neighbor. So, hold on.
Wait.
Oh, God.
All right, so there you
Oh, wow.
Welcome. Yeah, he was not ready
Wow,
for it. Welcome to the campaign.
Yeah.
Just more of that.
Oh, my God.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, awesome. Guys, same time, same place next week. I was talking to Kaylee. This one was a bit of a setup episode. I wanted you guys to get a feel for what's going on. Next time, the shit is going to hit the fan. You guys now know a little bit about what the fuck is going on, so get fucking ready for next week, guys.
Oh,
Not ready.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next week.
Next week.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye bye.